On behalf of Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Cooper Kabonic for being this week's Man of the Week. Congratulations, Cooper.
Cooper Kabonic, son of Paul and Wendy Kabonic, Sr., free safety, Star Valley Ranch, Braves Nation, let's ride.
Blitz off the edge, and great defense as the pass was on target, but the play was broken up.
Cooper Kabonic.
Kabonic hit the receiver right as the ball got there and knocked it loose.
Good defense there for number 9. Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
This is Corey Fromm with the LCST2 Education Foundation. If you graduated within the past 20 years and received some scholarship money from the Education Foundation and it helped you in your higher education, then we would like to hear your story on how it helped. Please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna...
Our small part of making this world a better place is to try and make certain that food is abundant. Because when you don't have to worry about your next meal, you're free to pursue your dreams. And when people are free to pursue their dreams, that's exactly what they do. And all of our lives are made better for it. We're Simplot, and we want to help create better, healthier, easier to grow foods through the magic and the power of modern agriculture. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best close to home.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Good evening and welcome to Star Valley High School for live coverage of Braves football on SVI Media Swift 98 and the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson with you along with the SVI Sports crew to bring you live coverage of Star Valley High School football senior night for the Braves tonight as they play host to the Green River Wolves in the 3A West. Just one game after tonight in conference play, and then postseason play continues, or begins, I should say. Star Valley looking to hopefully secure a number 2 seed out of the 3A West heading into the postseason here in a couple of weeks. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip off your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Dow senior night tonight, so taking some time in our pregame coverage here on the field, actually, to recognize the seniors for the football players, the drill team, and the cheerleaders tonight.
Yeah, there's a big old list of them. In fact, looking at the list, the cheerleader seniors: Emma Brown, Lauren Erickson, Kira Etzel-Miller, Emma Hood, Brighton Johns, Ava Morgan, and Candle Rappley. For the cheer seniors, the dance seniors: Maddie Bagley, Jeannie England, Olivia Hatcher, Allie Kilroy, Kanan Martinson, Gloravette Silverio, and Mia Tittenser. And then we'll get into the football seniors, I think, once we get the game rolling. Don't you think, Duke? Or do you want me to do them now?
Yeah, you're rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Football seniors tonight, right there. You can see that's actually that's Tom Cunningham right there. The seniors we're celebrating tonight: Derek Astle, Gavin Bassett, Brandon Beck, Bridger Brogue, Brandon Cook, Evan Corbin, Wyatt Krog, Thomas Cunningham, who we just saw, Dimitri Dogarakis, who we now know how to say his name, Hudson Finch, Kaysen Hatterley, Jacob Hodges, Colin Hunsaker, Marcus Girock, Cooper Kabanik, Madsen Levitt, Luke Linford, Taft McClure, Mikkel Merritt, Caleb Spalding, Chase Stewart, Wesley Turner, Hayden Viegel, and then manager Kylie Erickson, and a partridge in a pear tree.
That's right. A great list of seniors, of course, being recognized tonight on senior night for Star Valley High School as they get set to take on the Green River Wolves, visiting from Green River High School. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Now, as far as Green River goes, they're coming into the season 2-5 overall, 1-2 inside the 3A West. They picked up a win, non-conference play against Rollins. Also defeated Jackson, which makes the bottom half of the 3A West a mess right now. Jackson has Powell. We'll see how that game plays out. Will be a big one in determining what happens in the playoff seedings and scenario. But Green River, they're led defensively by number 28. That's Jackson Mitchell. He leads the team in defensive points, has 102 total defensive points on the season, averaging 15 a game. He has a couple fumble recoveries, 3 pass breakups on the year as well. And so when you're Green River and you're looking at an air raid attack offense for Star Valley, the Braves are going to be looking to put a body or two on Jackson Mitchell tonight.
Tell you what, he's on the all-hair team, too. Holy cow. He is looks like a linebacker. Kind of got that Kevin Green thing. Hall of Famer Kevin Green, linebacker back in the day. And looks like they got a couple of guys that are getting ready to let it fly tonight. I am going to counter. I'm looking for Jacob Hodges now. He is one of the seniors tonight. Jacob is a 6'5" wide receiver, which you can't teach, obviously. But some of his numbers so far this year, Duke: 25 receptions. He's got 400 yards, a couple of touchdowns. and he averages over 16 yards per reception. And, of course, he's kind of that high point guy. Can throw the ball up, and at 6'5", he can go up and get it. And Jacob had a huge game last week against a really good Cody defense. Had 10 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. We'll see if he can pick right up where he left off last week here against the Wolves.
The Green River Wolves in town to take on the Star Valley Braves. It's all part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on SVI. Coming up, your Crimson Corner, your roundup, recap the rivalry and records watch, all ahead of the keys to the game, the starting lineup of the national anthem before we kick off this one against Green River and Star Valley. We'll also send it down to the field in just a few to Gabe Daniel and the Miles CPA sideline report. Back to Braves Field after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dow got nothing on us!
Yeah!
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs, such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Another sunny Friday evening in Star Valley here in the middle of October and winding down the regular season for Star Valley High School football, playing host to the Green River Wolves tonight on the SVI Sports Network. And just this game against Green River and then Jackson next week. And then, Dal, you're into postseason play, kind of taking a snapshot look at the 3A West and potential seeding. The loss to Cody last week put Star Valley in that number 2 slot right now, and a win against Green River tonight and a win against Jackson next week would mean Star Valley gets a home playoff game round 1.
Which is exactly what you want. You want to play that home playoff game in the opening round, and then obviously you'd like to get another, but you're going to need help for that to happen. So we'll have to see how that plays out, but you got to take business of what's in front of you, and tonight that is the Wolves.
Star Valley coming out on senior night tonight, so for those watching on SVI, the senior cheerleaders being recognized right now, the football players already recognized, and the Brave Cadets being recognized tonight as well for their seniors, and a healthy list of seniors being recognized for those 3 programs. Also need to give a shout out to Kurt Sand and the band program. They are not here tonight, but I guess for good reason. They are on their way to Casper. Now they'll be performing at State Band tomorrow at the Ford Wyoming Center.
Yeah, good luck to the band. We miss you when you're gone. We'll hope to have you back the next home game, which should be, if things go Star Valley's way, it'll be a home game in the opening round of the playoffs. But good luck to you tomorrow, and hope you can do your best.
It's all part of our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Also, Dal, those who are watching will see maybe a little different color combination for Star Valley. Alternate tonight with the white helmet, something we haven't seen before.
I saw one white helmet clear back at like the preseason, and it's almost like they were trying them out. They had one of them changed over, and I'm like, well, those are kind of cool. And then I hadn't seen them yet or again, and here they are. Yeah, going with the white lids. Duke, as far as I know, the Braves haven't worn a white helmet since the 60s, and they've never worn one with the Brave logo on it like this. So it's kind of a first for these guys.
Yeah, alternate tonight, white helmets with the crimson jerseys and the white pants. Of course, pink ankle wraps for Breast Cancer Awareness Night for the Braves uniforms this evening. Now let's send it down to the field if we can for a Miles CPA sideline report. Gabe Daniel had the chance to catch up with Coach Kuth of Green River and also Coach Young of Star Valley. Gabe, take it away.
Thanks, guys. When I talked to Coach Cuth from Green River, he said that they went back to fundamentals and basics this week in practice in preparation to avoid some mental mistakes on the field. He said they want to try and stop the passing attack today, especially against a great quarterback in Taft McClure. He says he knows the emotions that Star Valley is going through tonight, especially after Green River's senior night last week. And he says he'd like to try and match the physicality and emotion they bring out on the field. He says if they can get a win here, then it would be a great momentum swing for the team. When I talked to Coach Young, he said that the team is feeling really good and excited ahead of senior night tonight and in their final home game of the season before the postseason. He said this week in practice they cleaned up a lot of mistakes and they just tried to eliminate some big plays. He said the guys have adopted kind of a chip on their shoulder after last week's loss, and it should be exciting to watch them for the rest of the season. Thanks, Duke. Back to you.
Gabe Daniel with the Miles CPA sideline report. Miles CPA located in Afton and Alpine. We'll check in with Gabe just before kickoff once again for an injury report. Now let's continue with our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff and check your Crimson Corner.
Looking at volleyball first, the Lady Braves have already had a busy week. They swept both Evanston and Jackson this week on Tuesday and Wednesday respectively to improve to 23-9 overall, 5-2 within the conference. Their next match will be against Green River. That's next weekend, the final regular season matchup. And then cross country hosted the 4A West Regionals today, and I just barely posted a story online at SVInews.com. The Star Valley boys and Natrona girls winning the team titles there. Individually, Hoptamu Wetzel for the Braves winning the boys race. And according to Coach Ty Drain, that's the first time Star Valley's ever won the 4A West Regionals. They've won some state titles, but didn't necessarily win the regionals. So this time they win the regionals, and they'll definitely be in the mix of things next weekend at State Cross Country, which is going to be hosted in Ethity, Wyoming, as hosted by Wyoming Indian High School. Should be a fun one, but great day for the Star Valley runners. You can see their times and finishes online at SVInews.com.
That's a check of the Crimson Corner during our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. As we work through First Bank of Wyoming online at GoFirstBank.com. How about some other games of interest happening around the state of Wyoming right now? Your Roundup, presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Well, we touched on this one this morning during Sports Friday in 4A. Number 1 Sheridan at number 3 Natrona. I think really a great opportunity for the Mustangs to see right where they stand. You're gonna get the best there is in the state, and you're going to get them at home, so you have a chance to see what you can do with it. Number 2 Cheyenne East lost that close one to Sheridan last week. They'll be on the road at South. Be a tough matchup there for South. Number 4 Cheyenne Central at Campbell County. Number 5 Thunder Basin at Kelly Walsh. And then I'm interested to see how Laramie does as they travel over to Rock Springs in 3A. You touched on this one earlier. Duke Jackson is on the road at number 5 Powell. Green River here in Afton. Rollins at number 3 Douglas. Riverton at number 4 Buffalo. The closest matchup from Wild Predicts this week is Warland at Lander. We'll talk about that in a second. And then you got Evanston at number 1 Cody. Huge matchup in the 2A East. Number 2 Tongue River at number 4 Bighorn. Number 5 Cokeville right now up 20-0 at halftime at Thermopolis. You can find that game online at SVInews.com. Number 1 Level is in Kemmer. Then Mountain View at Pinedale. Upton Sundance is in Torrington. Burns at Wheatland. Newcastle at Glen Rock. And then look at the Wild Predicts numbers, Duke. As I mentioned, 51-49, Lander and Warland. Otherwise, most of these are pretty one-sided. Powell is a heavy favorite, as is Star Valley and Douglas. Also, Buffalo and Cody. There you can see the percentages there on your screen. But according to Wild Predicts, our friends there, they think that Lander-Warland game is basically a coin toss. That's a look at your roundup here from Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. And, of course, follow Wild Predicts on their social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff tonight. Green River at Star Valley on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch at Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center. The Right Company, HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Corey and the staff at Miles CPA would like to say thank you to the community of Star Valley for the wonderful support provided over the last 16 years.
Go Braves! Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network, this is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Welcome back to Star Valley High School for Green River at Star Valley. It is senior night tonight, Dal, and so they just recognized, of course, the seniors for the Braves. And we have a senior on our crew that's been with us for a while, Alicia Tolman.
She's not a senior.
Such a good job over the years.
Not.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Alicia does a fantastic job. She's pulling double duty tonight, taking stills for the school newspaper and yearbook as well as running a camera. So, Alicia, we appreciate all the years you put into the SVI broadcast, and we're gonna miss you. If you gotta go, you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, you can stay.
Yeah,
just stay in your parents' basement.
That's right.
Your dad's shaking his head yes right now.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Find them online at gofirstbank.com and learn how to receive a closing cost credit of $500 on your personal mortgage loan. Learn more at gofirstbank.com. Green River in town tonight to take on the Star Valley Braves. These two have played a lot over the years. Now let's recap this rivalry with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Pretty neat stuff here, Duke. First game took place in 1940 between these two teams. Overall, the Braves lead a pretty close series here. 43-31. There's been 5 ties. That tells you how long they've been playing, when you have at least 5 ties. Here in Afton, the Braves with a pretty significant advantage, 27-11. Here's the crazy part. Star Valley's won the last 11 in the series. So you look at that number, the overall series, Duke, and then factor in the fact that Star Valley's won 11 in a row. That thing was basically tied before this last streak happened. We'll see if the Wolves can break that tonight or anytime soon. This is the 80th meeting, which is pretty impressive to me. That's a look at your rivalry brought to you by our friends at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Star Valley again hosting Green River as mentioned tonight. And Dal, another great night of weather. Right? We've just had them week after week and enjoying this kind of Indian summer here mid-October. Temperatures in the 60s, sunshine, but as you know, a little breeze doesn't take much, and when the sun goes down, it'll be plenty chilly this evening.
What's interesting, Duke, is this is one of the later games the Braves have played this year at 6 o'clock. And I know that seems kind of weird, but because that's supposed to be kind of the normal, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. But just you've had things with the official shortage. You've had different homecoming matchups, different things like that. I think this is the latest the Braves have kicked off. You have to go clear back to 0 week in Boise when they took on Shelley, and of course it was pushing 100 degrees in that game. So yeah, this is it's been kind of an odd year for kickoff times.
Still about 11 minutes away from kicking off this game against Green River. Let's take a look at the records watch. It's been the season of blown up records, especially in the single game category. Let's look at it right now.
Yeah, in fact, these are just some of the ones I was able to put together. I apologize, my laptop crashed this last week, so I do have some here, but I do have some catching up to do as well. So Wyatt Krog needs 3 receptions is all to tie Winston Green for single season receptions record of 55, and he needs 4 for the school record, which was Chase Merrill in 2019. Remember when Chase did that? And we thought, that's going to stand for a while. Yeah, exactly, not even 2 years is what it looks like. That thing's more than likely to go down tonight. Taft McClure setting a new school record for passing yards in the season last week. He now has 2,019. He's the first Star Valley quarterback ever to throw 2,000 yards in a season. McClure needs just 104 passing yards tonight for the career passing yardage mark. That's Brant Nelson. And he needs 1 touchdown to tie that mark, also held by Brant Nelson. And then Taft needs his 435 passing yards last week, the most ever in a home game in school history, and it happened to be against a really good Cody defense. But he has 3 games of 400-plus yards passing so far this season. The other 2 games were on the road, so that one technically the home record, if you want to look at it that way. And that's a look at your records watch, brought to you here by our folks at SVI Media.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Another sunny evening in October. Braves and the Green River Wolves coming your way on the SVI Sports Network.
Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. These are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Another clear October night for high school football in Star Valley with the SVI Sports Network and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. You look at those mountains and you're thinking, hey, I wonder what's like hunting season. And yeah, opening day coming up this weekend, of course. You can tell by the looks of things out there. As now we get ready to kick this game off in about 6.5 minutes from right now. Let's send it down to Gabe Daniel. We're working through our seniors on senior night tonight on our countdown to kickoff. We already recognized Alicia. And of course, we can't forget Mr. Gabe Daniel, one of our seniors as well. He's been covering mic duties for a couple of years. And Gabe, I guess you can graduate. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'd love to keep you, but whatever. Let's send it down to Gabe Daniel for the Miles CPA sideline report and an injury update. Gabe?
Hey, thanks, Duke. I'd stay if I could, I'll tell you that. It's a real fun gig. But when I talked to Coach Cuth earlier, he said that there are a lot of guys out tonight, too many to list to me. When I talked to Coach Young, he said that there were a couple guys that were feeling a little bit sore ahead of this one, but they should all get some playing time. Back to you, Duke.
That's Gabe Daniel with the Miles CPA sideline report and our injury update here in our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Coin toss taking place at midfield right now, and it looks like they're going to tell us what happened. Green River will get the football first.
Team captains out there for Star Valley: Taft McClure, Derek Astle, Kaysen Hatterley, and Bridger Brogue.
Welcome to Star Valley High School.
It's all part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Again, you can find them online at gofirstbank.com. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Just about 4.5 minutes away from kicking off this football game between Star Valley and the visiting Green River Wolves. Let's send it down to the field for our national anthem, made possible in the broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's meet today's starters with the help of Peevler's Mountain Star. Peevler's Mountain Star, located on Rocky Road on the north end of Afton.
Taft McClure, son of Brian and Sarah McClure. I'm a senior. I play quarterback. I'm from Smoot, Wyoming.
Caleb Spalding, son of Mikey and Lacey Spalding. Senior, running back, linebacker. I'm Afton, Wyoming.
Chase Stewart, son of Lisa and Cody Crocker and Levi Stewart. Senior, wide receiver and strong safety, Star Valley Ranch.
Dimitri Dolgarakis, son of Alex Dolgarakis and Megan Dozier. Senior, tight end, D-end, Afton, Wyoming.
Jacob Hodges, son of Boone and Laura Hodges. Senior, wide receiver, live in Thane.
Wyatt Krog, son of Melissa and Jared Adams. I'm a senior. I play receiver and DB of Racine, Wisconsin.
Luke Linford, I'm him, son of Jason and Robin Linford. Senior, D-back, Fairview.
Brandon Cook, son of Annie and Justin Cook. Senior, offensive and defensive line, Afton, Wyoming.
Evan Corbin, son of Chad and Sherry Corbin. Senior, O-line linebacker, Edna, Wyoming.
Tom Cunningham, son of Dell and Teddy Cunningham. Senior, center and defensive line from Afton, Wyoming.
My name is Brandon Beck, son of Scott and Brianna Beck. I'm a senior. I play outside linebacker and offensive line. I'm from Fairview.
Clay Merritt, son of Brooke and Kelly Merritt, junior, O-line, defensive end, Grover, Wyoming.
Derek Astle, son of Jason and Nicole Astle, senior, middle linebacker, running back, Thane, Wyoming.
Bridger Brogue, son of Clay and Brittany Brogue, senior, wide receiver and defensive back, Freedom, Wyoming.
Colin Hunsaker, I'm him. Son of Eric and Wendy Hunsaker, senior, receiver, DB, Afton, Wyoming.
Jaden Krug, son of Terry and Amber Krug, junior, running back and safety, Edna, Wyoming.
Mikkel Merritt, son of Rick and Amy Merritt, senior, running back, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming. Braves Nation, let's ride.
That's your starting lineup, made possible in the broadcast by Peebler's Mountain Star, your source for plumbing and sprinkler supplies, located on Rocky Road in Afton. Almost done with our first Make a Wami countdown to kickoff and ready to begin this game against Star Valley and Green River. Dow, the Braves hoping to pick up a 3A West win. How do they do so with the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game?
Just some thoughts of mine on things that should put Star Valley in a good position to win. Number one, they need to be efficient. They need to come out of this healthy. You go back to that game against Evanston, and I thought the Braves kind of an ugly outing, at least offensively. Efficiency should be the name of the game tonight. Key number two, spread it around. Don't just lump it in with just a couple of guys. I'd like to see a lot of different guys touch this offensively tonight. No turnovers. That is the absolute cardinal things that the Braves have to avoid tonight. No turnovers, and they need to avoid a letdown after playing in such a hyped-up matchup last week. Taking on this game is just as important in the conference standings. And so that's a look at the Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game.
Legend driven. Find them in Afton, also online at RockyMountainYeti.group. Star Valley and Green River, as mentioned, Green River coming in 2-5 overall, Dow 1-2 inside the 3A West. That 3A West win coming against Jackson, and then a win over Rollins in the pre-conference play. This has been a Green River team which has been trying to find their footing over the last couple of years. Historically, they've been very, very competitive on the football field and trying to get back to that moving forward are the Green River Wolves.
Well, Duke, even look at that. I mentioned the rivalry. It's 11 straight in this series. There's been some pretty darn close wins in that series. You go back to the one with Mason Hutchinson kicking the game winner in 2015 on the road. They played him at State that year. There's been some tough matchups, been some close ones. It's just a matter of, I think you don't have to worry or wonder if Green River has athletes. I think they always have athletes. It's just a matter of execution and getting on the same page, just like every team is trying to do. So we'll see if they can do it here tonight. But yeah, make no mistake, this is a team with athletes on their team.
On the flip side, speaking of athletes, of course, the Star Valley Braves loaded on the roster from top to bottom, completely full of athletes. And we saw that last week, Dow, against Cody. It was a game that Star Valley proved that they could play with Cody. They kept it close, a 10-point loss, but it was back and forth. They did cut it to within 3 points at the towards the end of the fourth quarter. I think Star Valley proved that they belong to be at the top of this 3A class.
Well, and the bottom line is, Duke, these are the games now that the Braves need to come out and focus and win if they want another chance at Cody. They've got to, you got to win this game at home. You've got to go on the road and beat Jackson next week. That's what's on the schedule if you even want a chance to see Cody again. But yeah, as far as the offense and defense are concerned, the receiving core may be the best ever. The linebacking core is loaded. Both lines have been super effective this year. So yeah, another great effort. I hope people don't take it for granted because it's been a lot of fun and they have to work very hard to get to this point.
For those of you that may be just joining us before kickoff, you'll notice the alternate uniforms for the Star Valley Braves, the white helmets and the crimson jerseys with the white pants. That's something new we've seen tonight. I've never seen this before.
I like them. Now, I don't know if I'd want them every week, but that's why they're called alternate uniforms. I like them.
I think if they're going to do this, though, the coach's khakis got to turn white. I think the coach uniform has to match the players.
Okay.
So that's what it's got to be if they're going to do this.
Go down and you tell him.
It's all part of your first Make a Wami countdown to kickoff. Again, find how to receive a closing cost credit of $500 on your personal mortgage loan. Learn more at gofirstbank.com. After the coin toss, Green River will get the football first, and so the Star Valley kicking team will trot out onto the field, and we'll have Merritt, of course, kicking off for Star Valley.
It's Axel McKinnon back to receive, number 11 for the Wolves. Of course, they're wearing the road whites trimmed with green. They've always got a good-looking helmet.
Won the coin toss and deferred for the second half.
Another clear, sunny October day.
Gorgeous day.
Temperatures right around 60 at kickoff time. Of course, those will drop as soon as the sun does go down in about an hour. And we are about ready to begin. Braves looking to pick up another 3A West win. Currently sitting at 2-1 inside of conference play. Green River coming in at 1-2. And it's actually going to be Hatterley who kicks off this time for the Braves. He'll kick it short off to the left side, and it's going to be touched and out of bounds. Herwald will come up to get the ball, and it will come off of his shoulders and out of bounds. So it will be...
It's like about the 14 or 15.
Yeah, deep field position to open up the game for Green River. Caleb Lake quarterback for the Wolves.
Caleb, he's got quite a few passing yards on the season. One of those kids that he can sling it too. Looking at the numbers, comes into tonight with 834 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He averages about 120 passing yards a game.
Star Valley will counter with their 3-4 defense. It's been a stingy, stout defense throughout the season as Caleb Lake will line up under center on this first play. He'll look to throw out in the flat, short, and too low for Nate Mitchell on the little curl route from his wide receiver, incomplete on first down.
Yeah, it's a bit short out there. Over in coverage for the Braves, number 15, Bridger Brogue, one of the senior captains for tonight.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 with 11:54 still to go in this first quarter, opening drive of the game. Lake again will be under center with an I formation behind him. He'll turn, hand off to his tailback. Pretty good push up the middle. Bottled up for about a 5-yard gain on the play is Connor Todd.
Clay Merritt, Mikhail Merritt in on that stop.
Connor Todd.
We'll give him 4 yards, set him up just shy of the 20-yard line to set up 3rd down and 6 on the opening drive of the game for the Green River Wolves. 30 seconds into this first quarter. Todd once again will dot the I formation. Handoff, nice hole, but bottled up before able to get to the first down marker, and it will be 4th down coming up for Green River after a short gain on 3rd.
Grant Thompson and Derek Astle over there.
So 4th and about 2, and out comes the punt unit for Green River. And Star Valley, just like last week, the defense opens up the game with a 3 and out. Skylar Lee in to punt this one away for Green River. Clean snap, clean kick, up high end over end. It's going to bounce and take a Green River hop down to the 40 and roll all the way inside the 35 and be down at about the 33-yard line by Connor Todd. So out come the Braves offense, looking at a 1st and 10 with pretty good field position at their own 33-yard line.
And that offense coming out, they've been pretty prolific. They were slowed down a bit last week, at least in the first half, by that Cody defense, but wore them out later on. Taft McClure, three of his 6 games this year, he's gone over 400 yards passing. That is impressive.
Taft McClure will come out in the shotgun to open up the game, open up the drive, I should say. 1st and 10 from their own 33. Taft hands off to his tailback Spalding. He gets a nice push up the middle, keeps the pile moving all the way up to the 45-yard line for a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down.
That's enough for a Star Valley.
Nice carry there by Caleb Spalding, as you mentioned, Duke, from a 33 up to about the, where are we at there?
46.
46, thank you.
1st
and 10 now for Star Valley. McClure once again to the shotgun. Jesse Levitt, he got limited playing time last week coming off an injury. He'll come in here on 1st down and line up to the right side hip of McClure in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side with a standing tight end. 1 receiver flanked wide to left for McClure. Blitz coming off the edge. Taft calls for the ball, has it. Blitz is coming at him, throws deep down the field for Hodges and overthrew him a little. Hodges was covered. He got turned around looking for the ball. Couldn't quite locate it. Overthrown, incomplete.
Unable to make the connection.
Looking deep there early on is Taft McClure and Jacob Hodges. You talk about Jesse Levitt, Duke, and he's played sparingly, in fact, hardly at all up until last week. Since 0 week, but Coach McKay Young has talked about him. He says pound for pound, he's probably the strongest kid on the team, and that's pretty high praise.
2nd down and 10 to go. That's Wyatt Krog flanked wide to left with McClure again in the shotgun. Krog in motion, throw ahead to Wyatt, looks for that corner, gets a block by Levitt, and he will come up the field and inside Green River territory and will be tackled at about the 47-yard line.
Looks like they might even give him, well, now he walks it back. I thought maybe they were going to give him forward progress up to the 45, but you were right on the money.
3rd down and 3 to go with 9:36 and counting here in the first quarter. Opening drive of the game for the Braves. Defense for Star Valley forced Green River into a 3 and out on their opening possession. And now the first 3rd down of the game for Star Valley. 3 yards to go from the Green River 47-yard line. Levitt remains in the backfield. Man in motion. And it will be a play-action pass. McClure steps up, fires down the field, and juggled and dropped. He was trying to find his tight end, Dimitri, and he can't haul it in. It's going to be 4th down for Star Valley, but in 4-down territory.
Yeah, Dogarakis was right there. Thought maybe he was going to haul that in, but as you mentioned, Duke in and out of his hands.
9 minutes, 14 seconds to go if the clock stopped. Still scoreless in the game. Star Valley looking at a 4th down and 3 from the Green River 47.
I've got the impression this year, Coach Young and the stat, they really are kind of offended by punting.
Here's a 5-receiver set. Going trips to the left. Your standing tight end is Chase Stewart. Team will look at the wristbands. 10 seconds to hike the ball.
The 5 count for the back judge is starting.
And I believe a timeout taken before the snap of the football. We'll take the timeout back in 64th and 3 when we come back.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
From Star Valley High School, the Braves opening possession of the game. Tied 0-0, but Star Valley looking at a 4th down and 3 yards to go. They are kind of in that 4-down territory just across midfield from the Green River 47-yard line. This is certainly an area of the field that Coach Young is going to keep the offense out there and go for it.
Well, and it's short. Even if you're not going to snap this ball, Duke, a penalty by the defense would give you a 1st down, so you're at least going to go out there and bark the cadence.
Spalding will line up as the back in the pistol. Throw ahead to Krog. Spalding lead blocking. He sets one. Easy 1st down for Wyatt up the sideline and inside the 35-yard line. Great block on the outside by Spalding. Krog untouched to move the chains all the way inside the 35.
Man, that on 4th down, you end up picking up a huge chunk of yardage there from the 47, basically to the 30. Looks like the 31, so a gain of 16 yards there for Wyatt Krog.
That was also Evan Corbin, a pulling lineman, also out there blocking in the open field. Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down, 1st and 10 spotted at the 31-yard line. Now inside Green River territory with 9:08 to go in the 1st quarter. McClure looks to throw, steps up, he'll tuck it and run, gets away, breaks 2 tackles inside the 20, and finally brought down at near the 15, but not until he moves the chains, pulls the ball down and runs into the Riverside Dental red zone.
Brought down by Hunter Flores, but Taft getting a little more comfortable running the football right down the middle of the field, and that is a 14-yard gain.
Sets up 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Spalding in the backfield. Pistol set for McClure. Taft will throw looking left. Goes into the end zone. Turning around and coming back to it and intercepted by Green River.
He's going to bring it out.
All the way down to the 20. Returns to the 30 and brought down shy of the 40-yard line. Hunter Finley with the pick on the goal line for Green River. McClure tried to find Hodges, but Finley jumped in front and picked it off.
Well, and it looks like a great angle there from our camera crew. Taft threw that to the inside shoulder. Jacob turns to look to the outside, and by that time, Green River had jumped that and jumped in front. And then one of those moments where it's like, do I take it out? And it turned out to be a great decision out to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 now for Green River as we remain scoreless in the game. 2nd drive of the game for the Wolves. Hand off to the tailback. Up the middle is Bracken Miller. And he will get a pretty good gain on 1st down of about 5 yards.
So the Green River defense doing their job, getting the ball back to their offense. And then a solid carry here. Bracken Miller, as you mentioned, he's now got 2 carries for 9 yards.
Clock ticks down to 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, still in the 1st quarter of play. Scoreless after the goal line interception for the Green River defense. Hunter Finley on the pick. Here's a turn, misdirection to the backfield, handoff to Gomez, and he is going to get close to the first down, but he stopped maybe a yard short. We'll see where they spot the ball, but they might actually get it to him.
He's got it. Yeah, at first look, it looked like he's a little short, but the officials walked right up there and about a half a yard past.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Green River on their own 48-yard line. Wolves trying to take advantage of the turnover. 7:35 to go in the first quarter of play. Once again, under center is Caleb Lake. I formation behind him. Man in motion is Finley. Turn, handoff again, though, to Miller. He gets another push and breaks through into the second level and has another first down inside Braves territory.
He had a big seam to work with there from his offensive line. Lane Wiebelhaus ends up bringing him down, but that was a nice run there for Bracken Miller.
Going to set up 1st down and 10 inside Braves territory now. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That's 3 carries in a row, totaling 20 yards for the Wolves, so the running game starting to get its footing.
I formation once again with Bracken Miller as the tailback. Lake under center, turns, hands off to Miller, goes off right side. This time he's wrapped up and nowhere to go. It does get picked up 2 yards on the carry, falling forward. 2nd down and 8 up and coming.
Gain of a couple. Derek Astle, as you can see right there, number 33. Again, terrific camera work by our crew. And the lights just popped on. Wow, those are really good lights.
2nd down and 8 to go from the 40-yard line now with Star Valley. Green River trying to put this drive together. Flanked wide to the right is Nate Mitchell for the Wolves. 2 receivers to the left side. Misdirection again in the backfield. Nice hole for Gomez, and it closes quickly. He does get a couple of yards on the carry, about 3 yards up to the 37-yard line. That's going to set up 3rd down and 5 here for Green River in 4-down territory right now.
Spun down by Jaden Crook, and that'll bring up 3rd down where the Wolves are 0 for 1 thus far tonight.
Clock continues to tick down to 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go in a scoreless first quarter. This time, Caleb Lake steps back into the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, tailback draw. Miller tries to bounce it outside, but cannot. Can't get in the corner, and he's tackled for a 1-yard loss.
Brandon Cook was in there, but also Derek Astle. Kind of the usual suspects, but yeah, Brandon Cook right there.
4th and 6. Coach Cuff will keep out the offense here inside Braves territory. The ball spotted on the 38-yard line.
And this isn't surprising. Anywhere you're in that 40, anywhere from between the 40 and the 30 going into your opponent's end zone in high school, I don't think anybody's going to second guess you too much for going for this.
Clock under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. I formation on a 4th down and 6 to go. Turn, play action. Lake rolls left, fires downfield, and almost there, but incomplete. It looked like he might have Jackson Mitchell, but he can't haul it in. It would have been a 1st down, but instead Green River will turn it over.
It was hard to tell from this angle how good of a pass it was, Duke, but from the angle I had, looked like it was a pretty good pass, and I think Mitchell probably thinks he should have brought that in, and it was a good play call. He was there.
So Star Valley will take over on downs. They marched down the field on their opening drive, got into the red zone, but then an interception on the goal line for Green River. So 2nd drive of the game for Star Valley, still scoreless in this one. Here's a handoff into the backfield to Spalding. He has a nice hole, breaks a tackle, and whipped around and out of bounds near the 50-yard line. Another good run for Caleb Spalding. He's ripped off a couple good ones early.
Yeah, in fact, Caleb, 2 carries, 25 yards. Got to be pretty happy with that if you're a Star Valley running game aficionado. It's been all passing this year, except for Caleb.
1st and 10 right at midfield after the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down. Spalding remains in the backfield with Taft McClure in the shotgun. Turn, handoff to Spalding again. He comes off the right side of center, gets a good push up for 5 yards, bounces down to make it 2nd down and 5 to go at the Green River 45-yard line.
In on that tackle, number 28, Jackson Mitchell, who we just saw. Mitchell, a 5'10", 200-pound senior. Glorious head of hair.
4:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's misdirection to get in the backfield. Spalding again on the carry. Breaks through into the outside. No, it's actually Levitt on the carry, and Levitt able to get inside, and a tackle out of bounds. The flags come in, and it will be damage at the end after Jesse Levitt breaks a big one. That's got to feel good for Jesse.
And I don't know if he meant to, but the tackler there, after they were already well out of bounds, just finished it off and threw him to the ground, and the official, that's going to tack on a late hit here. The run went from the 35 to the 21, or 45 to the 21, so a gain of 24 yards. Look at that hole.
Foul against the Wolves.
The penalty will add on to the end and put Star Valley back inside the Riverside Dental red zone for the second time tonight. Jesse Levitt will stay out on the field. Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. The penalty will spot the football inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves from the Green River 13.
Penalty yardage puts the Braves in the red zone.
Chase Stewart, the receiver, wide left. Levitt in the backfield. Turn, handoff to Levitt. Bounces upside inside the 10 and brought down around the 5-yard line. Another good run for Jesse on first down of 9 yards. First, a second and 1 from the 5. Clock rolling here at 3:53 to play in the first quarter.
Some of the conversations I've had with Coach Young about Jesse, if you can get him healthy and kind of on a roll here towards the end of the season, he kind of likened it to Colin McGinley. The first year he played for the Braves, no one knew who he was because he missed almost that full season with an injury.
Tristan Hilton in for short yardage, pitch backwards and into the touchdown. Standing is Derek Astle, and the Braves score. Derek Astle goes in from 6 yards away. And how about the rushing game for the Braves on that drive? They go all the way down the field and quickly in for the PAT.
Well, right now, Duke, the Braves with 81 yards on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're going to go with the offset PAT formation. Snapping the football is Jacob Hodges. He's an eligible receiver. We've seen them do this before in this situation. He's snapping to Luke Linford. He will snap it, go out to Taft. Taft throws back inside and just over the head of Hodges. And incomplete. So the 2-point attempt will be no good. It remains 6-0 Star Valley.
But after the touchdown.
Therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invite you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Ensuing kickoff from Kaysen Hatterley, filled it inside the 10 for Green River. Couple nice moves by the return and up across the 25 near the 30-yard line. And Green River will set up shop 1st and 10 after Derek Astle gets a touchdown on the ground to make it 6-0 Star Valley. They go for 2 and don't convert.
In on that special teams tackle, Hayden Morgan, number 17. He's a sophomore. As you mentioned, here come the Wolves. They had some things going after that interception. Just ran out of momentum as it turned over on downs.
Bracken Miller will dot the I formation with Caleb Lake under center. Handoff to Miller, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress will give him a yard.
Dimitri Dogarakis right there, number 47. Also Brandon Cook, number 50.
Actually put him up to the 31-yard line, so 2-yard gain and 2nd and 8 to come. With 3 minutes on the clock, Braves lead 6-0.
Second down and 8.
I formation once again for Caleb Lake. Jackson Mitchell is fullback. He'll turn, play action. Lake rolls to his right, in pressure, throws it up, caught, and then hit, but breaking away from the tacklers is Jackson Mitchell. He spun away from a couple big hits and gets close to a first down. He will have it and move the chains. Let's just see how
he's
strong
right at the
Jackson
stick.
Mitchell is.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, he's 5'11", 200 pounds, and he is a big athletic kid. He takes the impact here, spins off of it, and gets up to and moves the sticks. They're going to move it, and that's a first down for him.
Not very many people can spin off a Derek Astle tackle. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. 2:17 on the clock. Braves still up 6-0, but Green River trying to put together another drive. Flag on the play at the snap of the football. It's a tailback dive to Bracken Miller. He picks up 2, but pending the penalty here.
Brandon Beck was all over him. But this one's going to be marched back. Yeah, Brandon got around the corner and he was around his feet by the time he hit the line of scrimmage. An illegal shift here against the Wolves.
So they will take the penalty. Green River will move back 5 yards, and it will be 1st and 15.
Got that as the second penalty now for 13 yards against the Wolves in this game.
Now from their own 35-yard line with 1:53 to go in a low-scoring game so far. Green River huddles up. They'll break it with Lake under center. And in the backfield this time is Jackson Gomez. Fullback remains Mitchell. Turn, play action. Rolling out is Lake to his left. He'll step up and run. Has 5 yards up the sideline to 10 and steps out of bounds near the 50-yard line. Should move the chains on a 15-yard run out of the backfield.
Derek Astle chased him out, but not before he got about, they're actually going to see 16 yards there for Lake. Putting on the Jets. You can see he gets the corner. And then, he's carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. Home from the market, make his mama happy.
You know, Dow, you said this, despite the record, Green River has athletes, and we've seen that a couple of times on this drive. You can see the speed from Caleb Lake around the perimeter. And now Green River again in Star Valley territory. 1st and 10 from the Braves 49-yard line. Here's a handoff to Gomez. He comes off the left side from the shotgun snap and picks up a couple more yards.
Clay Merritt in on that tackle.
Pushes the ball up to the 47-yard line to set up 2nd down and 8 to go with 1:13 remaining in the first.
And if you look at the running game right now for the Wolves, 11 carries, 53 yards. You'll take that. This Star Valley team coming into last week, allowing less than 3 yards a carry. Of course, that went up a bit after Cody ripped off some big ones. But right now, if you're the Wolves, you're getting 5 yards a carry. You got to be pleased with that.
2nd and 8. Lake again under center. He'll turn, misdirection, handoff to Gomez. He's eaten up in the backfield. A big tackle for loss for Derek Astle.
Man, he submarined and was through that line in a hurry.
Pushes the ball all the way back to the 50-yard line.
Here's your Fall River propane replay. He's able to get past, you could see he had a running back in there. It was supposed to block him and just wasn't able to do it.
3-yard loss on the tackle, and 3rd down and 11 now for Green River. Lake this time will step back into the shotgun. Gomez with him back there as well. Lake will throw, steps up, rifles deep down the field, and overthrew everybody. Trying to find Nate Mitchell and couldn't connect. 4th and 11.
Well, how about Lane Weeblehouse coming in playing some DB? He recovered right there and got there the same time the ball did to help knock that away. We've called Lane's name a bunch of times on special teams, but right there, a great player on defense.
Krog and Hunsaker for Star Valley will step back now into a punt return situation as Green River will have to get rid of the football with the 4th and 11 at midfield. Skylar Lee collects the snap. Nice high kick. Pushes Krog back. He won't field it inside the 15. Takes a high bounce. Rolls inside the 10 and down almost near the 5. Another nice punt for Skylar Lee of Green River, pinning Star Valley inside their own 10. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Braves lead 6-0 on the SVI Sports Network.
On behalf of Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Cooper Kabonik for being this week's Man of the Week. Congratulations, Cooper.
Cooper Kabonik, son of Paul and Wendy Kabonik, Sr., free safety, Star Valley Ranch, Braves Nation, let's ride.
blitz off the edge, and great defense as the pass was on target, but the play was broken up.
Cooper Kabonic.
Kabonic hit the receiver right as the ball got there and knocked it loose.
Good defense there from number 9. Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
After a nice punt from Green River, Star Valley will start the drive deep in their own territory. They're going to be 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line as the sun is setting in Star Valley, and we begin the second quarter with the Braves up 6-0.
Happened pretty quick. As you mentioned, Duke, it's going to get a bit colder here.
Taft McClure in the shotgun set, 1st and 10 inside his own 10-yard line. Taft will call for the football. He'll roll out to his left, find Krog in the flat. No, he pump fakes. Krog goes, and McClure will have to tuck it and run. He gets a pretty good pickup off the edge. And they did a good job covering his target down the field, so he'll tuck and run and pick up a pretty good chunk of about, what they say, stepped out of bounds.
Like 7 or so? 7, a gain of 7, I mean.
Spot the ball at the 10, or the 15 rather. 2nd and 3.
2 carries, 21 yards for Taft. I think that's a career high.
Jesse Levitt in the backfield again for the Braves. Krog in motion. Here's a shovel pass ahead to Stewart. Nice hole for Chase. Puts his foot or his hand down to dive ahead for extra yards. Will have a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down across the 20.
Chase Stewart, he's just so versatile. You can line him up on the outside in the slot. You can get it to him on a shovel like this one. And then he'll move that ball, gain of 8 yards here on that reception.
That was a shovel pass, so that was a...
Sets up 1st down and 10 for Star Valley with 1:36 to go in this low-scoring first half. Shotgun again for Taft McClure. Krog flanked wide left. Blitz comes on the edge. Hand off to Spalding. He cuts upfield, breaks a tackle, and into the open field. Stiff arms his way across the 35 and up near the 40-yard line. Finally brought down by Nate Mitchell, but Nate Spalding, another big run on first down.
About 17 yards there for Caleb. Looking at it again on the Fall River Propane replay. And right now, Caleb Spalding, 4 carries, 47 yards. You got to like that average.
1st and 10 from the 40. Luke Linford will flank wide to the left with Krog slot left.
For the Braves from the 40-yard line.
Spalding remains in the backfield. Turn handoff to Spalding. This time he's hit the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain on the play. Ran right into Jackson Mitchell.
Yeah, Jackson Mitchell was right on that.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to tick down to 10:40 to play in the second. Jacob Hodges goes top of your screen to the left and a 5-receiver set once again here for the Braves. Empty backfield for McClure. Krog flanks wide to the left. They'll do a wide receiver screen. Wyatt cuts upfield, and he spins his way ahead for about 7 yards on the catch.
With the reception.
3rd down coming up for the Braves. The ball back up to the 47-yard line now. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
So 3 receptions for 30 yards right now for Wyatt Krog, and he has now tied Winston Green with 55 receptions on the season. He needs 1 more to tie Chase Merrill. He needs 2 more to set the new school record for receptions in a season.
3rd down and 3. Turn, hand off to Spalding, and he's hit the backfield, but breaks away and does dive ahead. I keep saying Spalding, Jesse Levitt on the carry that time again.
Well, it
could have been a loss, but he turns it into a 2-yard gain.
We've gotten used to not seeing Jesse back there, but man, you show some of the power right there that he has. He picks up 2, and maybe it could have been a no loss or a loss or no gain.
Braves going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Tristan Hilton into play quarterback. Bread and butter, 1st down and more. Hilton puts his helmet down and pushes his way up across the 45 down to the 41.
Gets a lot more.
That's Spalding again.
Caleb Spalding.
I swear I saw Levitt come out. Or I did. I saw, yeah.
And he does the keep feeding me cereal bowl move. Maybe it's Stu. Maybe it's supposed to be
Great seal block by Wiley Wilkes from the fullback on that play. 1st and 10, and the official will call. Nope, it's going to be a timeout taken by Green River. 9:12 to go. Braves driving with a 6-point lead on the SVI Sports Network.
This is Corey Fromm with the LCST2 Education Foundation. If you graduated within the past 20 years and received some scholarship money from the Education Foundation and it helped you in your higher education, then we would like to hear your story on how it helped. Please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
First and 10, McClure's going to throw, goes deep down the side to Krog and throws out of bounds and incomplete. Real no choice there for Wyatt. Really good coverage by Skylar Lee down the sideline for the Green River Wolves.
No wind here to speak of, so that one just kind of got away from Taft.
Stops the clock at 9:06 in the second quarter.
Duke, we've gotten so accustomed to the passing game this year. Right now, passing game 38 yards, running game 116 yards.
Here's Spalding in the backfield. Shotgun again for Taft. Tight end to his right, hand off to Spalding. He gets a nice push and then breaks a few tackles at the line of scrimmage. And another nice run, this time up the middle for Caleb. Makes it 3rd down and short.
Tell you what, you got to like the physicality of both these guys. Caleb and Jesse both bringing a bit of an attitude to the collision so far tonight. As you mentioned, 8 yards for Caleb on that carry. And that puts him up to 64 yards on 7 carries.
Here's Caleb again on the handoff. Nice hole, and he's deep into the secondary and inside the 20-yard line. Nobody touched Spalding until he was to the free safety. Huge hole by that offensive line.
And this one, he carries it from the 34. Looks like they're going to spot this at the 25, so gain of 9. Is that correct?
Yeah, much more than that.
No,
huge
he's up to the
gain.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong refs.
But again, the line, that was a huge hole.
14 yards, but you got a player down here.
And there's also a flag on the play. It's going to be against Green River on the penalty.
Against the defense.
So that will be added to the end of the run on the flag against Green River.
It's a gain of 18 yards.
Here's another look at that. Look at this hole. All those seal blocks. That guy's running down the field just looking for someone to hit. 8:35 to go in the second. The penalty pushes the ball all the way inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves inside the Riverside Dental red zone.
Excuse me, that was 16 yards plus the penalty, which will be half the distance.
They mark it off after the penalty yard.
Penalty actually pushes it all the way down to 9-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 9. Spalding remains in the backfield in a pistol set. Krog wide left. Hodges in tight on the right. Play action. Throw wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Dimitri Dolorakis. 12-0. 8:22 to go in the second, and Dimitri gets his touchdown reception.
First one of the season. He even had a little special video game thing they played for. I don't know if I've been waiting for that all year or what.
Wide open in the end zone, and the Braves jump up by 12. Star Valley went for 2 after the first touchdown, did not convert. So they'll try and make this a 14-point game here by going for 2 again. Send a man in motion and hand off to the motion man. Hit at the goal line, but in on the carry was Evan Corbin for Star Valley. The senior on senior night will make it 14-0 Braves on the SVI Sports Network. On senior night, he loves to let as many seniors as would like to touch the football.
Well, and especially linemen. It's like, you guys, it's like, do you want to have a carry? Here you go.
So after that, Star Valley will just go for the PAT rather than attempt a long 2-point conversion. So this will be a 30-yard PAT attempt for Merritt. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is good for Merritt. 13-0 Braves.
How good has Mikkel Merritt been the last couple years?
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Our small part of making this world a better place is to try and make certain that food is abundant. Because when you don't have to worry about your next meal, you're free to pursue your dreams. And when people are free to pursue their dreams, that's exactly what they do. And all of our lives are made better for it. We're Simplot, and we want to help create better, healthier, easier to grow foods through the magic and the power of modern agriculture. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley gets into the end zone. The long PAT is good. It's 13-0 Braves with 8:22 to go in the second quarter. Kaysen Hatterley kicks off again for Star Valley. It's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line by McKinnon, and he will come up and be hit hard. The ball is loose, and Star Valley will have it. That was a huge hit.
Wilkes. Wiley Wilkes falls on it. And that is some great camera work by the SVI crew.
It was Bryson Neal, though, who caused the fumble. The sophomore just lit up the return man, and Star Valley will have it. Look at this hit by Neal.
Yeah, Bryson Neal forces the fumble. Wiley Wilkes recovers. And that's a great angle there by our crew. Nicely done.
1st and 10, so you think you want to return kicks, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you got people like Bryce and Neal that are ready to rip helmets off coming down at you. Star Valley looking at 1st and goal from the 10 after the special teams turnover. Man across the field in motion. It's Hunsaker. Throw to him in the flat. Hunsaker cuts upfield, breaks a tackle, but can't get away from the second attempt. And it's going to be a 1-yard gain for Hunsaker on the reception.
That was a pass? Yes, pass.
2nd and goal now from the 9-yard line. Clock at just under 8 minutes to go in the second period, and a chance for the Braves to go up by 3 possessions.
Man, that was a big hit. Great recovery from Wiley Wilkes.
14. No, I mean on the kick.
Spalding in the backfield on this 2nd and goal from the 9. Linford, the receiver, to the right. Krog on the left. Chase Stewart, tight end slot. Here's a handoff to Spalding. Wants to go outside. Blockers in front. Down to the 5. Stiff arms his way into the end zone. Touchdown again for Caleb Spalding. Reaching the end zone inside the pylon on the outside run. 7:29 to go in the second. The Braves jump up by 3 possessions.
Caleb having himself a night. 9 carries, 88 yards, and now he's into the end zone. And he's getting some great blocking there. You can see Evan Corbin, 61, with an extra block. Skips in just inside the pylon.
Star Valley will again try and go for 2 points
and that
here.
Looks like Tom Cunningham, the center.
Yeah, he's playing tailback on this 2-point attempt. Turn, pitch to Tom. He goes in for 2.
Standing
Tom
up.
Cunningham
Standing
on his
up.
feet. And the Braves take a 21-0 lead. Courtesy of the center on the SVI Sports Network.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Ensuing kickoff after the touchdown goes into the end zone. A touchback for Kason Hatterley with 7:29 to go in the second quarter. The Braves up 21-zip.
Got a final from Thermopolis, the number 5 Cokeville Panthers taking care of business. They blanked Thermopolis 49-0. So Cokeville solidifying their spot in the top 5 and now trying to have the best seed they possibly can heading into the postseason.
Green River offense looking for some life here as they trail Star Valley by a score of 21-0. First and 10 after the touchback from their own 20-yard line. We'll see Caleb Lake line up under center. And Bracken Miller will dot the I formation.
We'll start from the 20-yard line.
Turn, play action, rolling out to his left. Lake throws down the field, has a man, caught and hit immediately for a big gain. Down the field for the reception with Skylar Lee to move the chains and put it up to the 42-yard line.
You know, we talked about there being athletes on this team. You saw the speed of the quarterback getting out of the pocket. Then Skylar Lee jumps up, probably a casual 40-inch vertical, and just reels that in. Made that look easy. That is not easy, folks.
23-yard reception at first and 10 now from the 43-yard line. First and 10 with 7:10 to play in the second quarter. Green River trying to dig into a 21-point deficit. Turn, handoff up the middle, and hit and eaten in the backfield. That was Jackson Gomez on the carry. And a loss on the no gain on the play.
Brandon Beck with the hit from the linebacker position. Here you can see it on the Fall River Propane replay. Number 52 also was in there causing some issues. Number 56, Wesley Turner, another senior here on senior night.
Clock ticks down to 6:39 to go in our second quarter. Ball spotted still at the Green River 43-yard line. Trips to the left side for Lake, this time in the shotgun, but he'll hand off to his tailback Miller. He can't go anywhere, wrapped up around the waist by Wesley Turner and dropped for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9 to go.
Now those yards Green River was getting that were a little bit easier to come by in the first quarter. Those are starting to go away here in a second.
3rd and 10. They'll say no gain on that play. 6 minutes to go before halftime.
I've got the Wolves 1 of 2 on 3rd down, Duke.
Still from their own 43, wide to the right is Nate Mitchell. 2 receivers to the left side. Lake under center. Play action roll right, being chased, has to tuck it, can't get away, steps back, still running around, scramble drill, has a few blocks, looking downfield, now he's going to be hit and dropped for the sack, and eventually finally getting to him is Derek Astle for a loss of 2.
He's able to elude Dogarakis and also Brandon Beck. Unfortunately for the Braves, Dimitri coming up a bit lame here, and he's going to sit down. Terrific job by Derek Astle at the end of this play. He's able to go sideline to sideline and make sure that he's not able to get any farther. That's a great tackle from Derek Astle. And Dogarakis sitting here, looked like he was favoring an ankle, but we'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, saw him go down as he tried to turn the corner as Lake was running away from him. 5:19 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take an injury timeout with Star Valley leading. No, we'll keep it here. They're going to help Dimitri up.
So he was trying to make it off, but he kind of ran out of steam. But, it could be even a cramp because he looks pretty good now. He looked like he couldn't walk for a second.
Walks off the field under his own power, so it's going to be 4th and 12 for Green River.
Lots of smiles there from Coach Gazer and Kelly, the trainer. They were both kind of smiling. maybe he's getting a little bit of grief from those guys. I don't know.
4th and 12 with the ball spotted at the 41-yard line. 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter, and Green River will have to punt again. Had some good kicks from Skylar Lee. Hunsaker and Krog back, hoping to get a return.
You could see some trickeration here.
Will be a clean punt. Braves come for the block and don't quite get there. Ball bounces at the 30. Star Valley lets it roll down inside the 20. The Braves brought the house trying to get to the ball, but it is punted away by Lee and pinned Star Valley back inside their own 20.
And that's a good example of Colin Hunsaker not doing too much there. He could have maybe tried to field that, but then you had those guys bearing down on him. You know what's going to happen. You're up 3 touchdowns, 5 minutes, chance to score again before half. You don't need to lay out there and potentially make a special teams mistake.
1st and 10 for Star Valley with 5:09 to play in the second quarter. Up 21-0 over the visiting Green River Wolves on Star Valley's senior night from their own 19-yard line. McClure will send Krog in motion. And shovel pass again to Stewart. He breaks through, and he's ankle tackled just before he could break that one. And only gets maybe a yard.
Man, that's tough to tackle him. Let's look at that again. A great effort here from the Green River defense. Want to make sure I get the number correct here. You can see that little wrinkle in that game. That's number 74 who brought him down, Gage Finley. 6'5", 210. That's a terrific play from Finley.
2nd down and 9 to go. Tristan Hilton will sub in late, and he'll actually come play the tight end on the left side. He'll step over to the right. McClure in the shotgun. Man in motion again, throw ahead to the motion man, that's Wyatt Krog. Nice block, sets Wyatt loose across the 25, across the 30, flag on the play. And this one's probably going to be coming back. A flag sitting back at the 20-yard line. Let's quickly send it down to the field as there's a hold. Let's send it down to the field to Gabe Daniel for a Miles CPA sideline report. Gabe.
Hey guys, Duke, this team is hyped, man. It looks like Coach Young is doing everything he can to get his seniors involved tonight, and I'll tell you what, nothing excites a team more than seeing a lineman get a touchdown. For an already close group, they're only growing closer, and they'll be excited to watch all the way through the rest of the season. Back to you.
It's Gabe Daniel with our Miles CPA sideline report. That holding penalty took away another big, what would have been a reception on that play.
Yeah, wiped out about a 15-yarder for Wyatt. Instead, that didn't happen. That's just the first penalty of the game on the Braves, though, so can't complain too much.
Push the Star Valley back all the way inside their 9-yard, inside their 10, down to the 9. So 2nd and 20 to go from 4:19 to play in the second quarter.
It's actually been a pretty clean game. First penalty on the Braves, only 3 on the Wolves.
Spalding to the right side of McClure in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left of Taft. 1 to the right. Taft looks to his right, sets up the screen to Spalding, runs up to the 15, tries to weave his way ahead and does get up to the 20-yard line. So the screenplay picks up about 11 yards to make it 2nd down, or actually 3rd down at about 9 to go.
Brandon Cook laying on some blocks out there. I love good blocks.
3:48 and counting to go from the 20-yard line. Late second quarter with the Braves up 21-0.
First reception of the night for Caleb Spalding, but he's now at 99 total yards.
Krog alone on the left side, trips to the right side for McClure in the shotgun on 3rd and 9 from the 20. Rolls to the right, halfback draw, hands off to Spalding. Cast to try and get away from the defense and can't. Jackson Mitchell played the draw perfectly. And it will be 4th down for Star Valley. They'll have to punt inside their own territory.
Well, Jackson Mitchell, he's seen this play before. He's a senior for Green River. He's probably seen it 3 seasons in a row, and he was able to not overplay his hand and force that to be a 2-yard gain.
Coach Young's going to keep his offense out there, 4th and 5. We'll see if they try and draw the defense off sides or if they actually go for it. They almost got the defense to jump. They don't quite. McClure looks back to the sideline. Looks like Coach Young's going to call a timeout. Or no, they keep the offense out there. Still time. Going to try and draw the defense off sides. They do snap it on 4th and 5. McClure rolls to his right, throws, caught by Hodges, and he loses the football. It's recovered by Green River. Hodges had the first down, but the ball was poked out from behind as he was running down the field, and the Wolves get it on the turnover.
Recovered there by number 27, Nate Mitchell. So yeah, Braves convert on 4th down.
In the first half.
Jacob goes down at about
In the U.S., about
the 38.
Skylar Lee that forced the fumble, put his hand in there and pushed it out.
For more information.
1st and 10 now for Green River. That's the Wolves' 2nd turnover on defense that they forced. An interception on the goal line and then that fumble. Here's the 1st and 10, handoff up the middle for Bracken Miller. He picks up about 4 yards. Green River trying to get on the board before halftime. 2:22 to play in the second.
With the tackle. After the gain of 4, we're going to have 2nd down and 6.
So just interestingly enough, there was obviously a turnover after it, but the Braves now 3 for 3 on 4th down in this game.
2nd down and 6 for Green River. They do have 2 timeouts remaining if they need them here, as we are now under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Ball on the Star Valley 41-yard line. Lake will turn, hand off to Miller again. Nice hole for Miller. He breaks into the 2nd level and will have a 1st down inside the 35-yard line, tackled at the 33.
Yeah, Jaden Crook had to go down and latch onto his leg, or he'd have got even more, but a gain of looks like 12 yards there.
Pushes the ball down to the 33-yard line. Clock continues to roll down to 1:44. Green River will still huddle up here. They do have the 2 timeouts, should Coach Cuth need them. And an I formation again for Caleb Lake under center. This time his tailback is Jackson Gomez. Turn, hand off to Gomez, bounces outside, breaks 1 tackle but can't get away from Thompson. Thompson will bring him down for a loss on the play. Brandon Beck, first contact, and it's a 2-yard loss.
It's been quite a combo, that linebacking core. We talked about Derek Astle and Brandon Beck, but yeah, Grant Thompson, just a sophomore.
Lake looks to throw, fires down the field to the sideline. Nice catch. Grab it out of the air for Hunter Finley. That's going to be close to the 1st down inside the 25-yard line and out of bounds. No, they'll let the clock continue to roll, actually.
Gain of 17.
Well, they do stop the clock.
Wolves marching late in the 2nd quarter.
It's going to be 55.9 seconds to go in the half. And Green River threatening. Now they wind the clock with the change set. And Green River will huddle up. And time ticking. 2 timeouts still left for Green River if they need them here. Inside the 23-yard line. Lake takes the ball, play action, looks to throw, goes into the end zone and overthrew his target. Good defense for Kason Hatterley. And Skylar Lee was the intended target, and that's incomplete.
I think Lee was hoping for maybe a hold or a grab or something there, and the official did not grant his wish.
That incompletion stops the clock at 37 seconds. And we are setting at 2nd and 10 with the ball on the Star Valley 22.
2nd and 10 for the Wolves. 37.1 left in the half.
Split backs from the shotgun set for Lake. He'll throw, rolls to his right, steps up in the pocket, still looking downfield. Chase throws into the end zone, a double coverage. Ball is incomplete. Couple of players were there for the Braves.
A little slow to get up there as Jaden Crook. He might have landed on the ball. I'm not sure.
Well defended by the
Look at it here on the Fall River Propane replay. Man, Lake is elusive. Lops that ball down. Yeah, I can just land on his back. It's kind of probably knocked the wind out of him. Also, easy for me to say. Also, Lane Wiebelhaus back there in pass defense.
3rd and 10 for Green River. Now with 27.7 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Lake will throw again. Sets up the screen to the right side. Caught by Jackson. He'll roll to the right. Tackled inbounds inside the 20. It's going to be 4th down. And a timeout will be called by Green River. They'll be facing a 4th down when we come back on the SVI Sports Network.
With Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Coming out of the Green River timeout, Wolves facing a 4th down and 5 inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Just 19 seconds to go before halftime. Lake will throw on 4th down. Rifles down the field, caught, but will not have enough for the first down. Caught at the 15-yard line and then brought down for a short gain on the play. Tackle made by Brandon Beck out in coverage for Brandon, and it will be a turnover on downs.
It's a nice catch there from Hunter Finley, but yeah, Brandon Beck was right on him, only giving up basically the 3 yards here. They needed 5. Great play there from Brandon Beck, and the turnover on downs. Braves now with 10.9 seconds and 2 timeouts. I don't know if you're going to get to use both of them, but they're there.
See what Coach Young does here. He does send out Gavin Bassett,
the senior.
Maybe trying to get Gavin a carry here heading into the locker room. Tristan Hilton will play quarterback late in the half turn. They will pitch to Gavin. He has a pretty nice hole and will move the pile up near the 20-yard line. Bassett does. And that will take us to halftime. 21-0. Braves on top. Defense forces a turnover on downs to end the half. And into the locker room they go. Star Valley with the lead. Star Valley Health halftime show coming your way live from Braves Field on the SVI Sports Network.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
At the half for Braves Field, the Star Valley Braves leading by a score of 21-0 over the visiting Green River Wolves on senior night for Star Valley as part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Brave cadets performing during the half right now at Star Valley High School, and this full performance is being recorded by SVI right now. We'll have it uploaded immediately following our broadcast tonight. You can watch it in its entirety at SVInews.com and on the Star Valley Independent Facebook page. Always doing a fantastic job are the Star Valley Brave Cadets. Duke Gansendale Erickson here with you with your halftime coverage. And now we saw Coach Young go to more of his traditional offensive style there, a little more ground game that's complemented by the pass rather than the other way around.
Well, and hats off to the running backs. They responded. Some great yards per carry and some hard running when they had the opportunity. So they made his request pay off.
Big stop there for the defense towards the end of the half for Star Valley as well. And a shutout for the Braves defense through the first 2 quarters, 21-0. Let's dig into the numbers with your halftime stats presented by Battlesome Brothers Flooring, Carpet One.
First for the Green River Wolves, Caleb Blake, 5 of 10 in that first half for 58 yards through the air. Running game was fairly effective for the Green River Wolves, mainly in the first quarter, but still 17 carries for 65 yards. No turnovers, no touchdowns either, but 123 total yards for the Wolves, and of course they were turned away there inside the 20 right there before the break. Leading the way, Bracken Miller with 9 carries, 39 yards. He is the high yardage man to this point. The Wolves 1 of 4 on third down and 0 for 2 on fourth down. Looking for the Braves, Tap McClure 9 of 13, 75 yards in that first half, and he had a touchdown to Dimitri Dogarakis. But the running game doing most of the damage. 18 carries, 155 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. 1 for Derek Gastel, 1 for Caleb Spalding. But the Braves did have a pair of turnovers, 1 interception and 1 lost fumble. That did affect things a bit. Just 1 penalty for 10 yards. Doing the most damage, Caleb Spalding. I've got him with 11 total touches for 101 yards and a touchdown in that first half. The Braves with 75 through the air, 155 on the ground for a total of 230. And that's a look at your Battlesome Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home Battle stats.
Your score here at the half, Star Valley leads Green River 21-0. It's all part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. The junior cheerleaders held a camp this week, and they're performing here at the halftime. It's all being recorded, and you can watch it in its entirety right after the football game ends today on the Star Valley Independent Facebook page and at SVInews.com. 21-0 Braves over the Wolves at half on the SVI Sports Network.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horse shoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, Western shirt.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
I tried doing it on the off.
Back at Braes Field with the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you can see all the Star Valley players with the pink ankle wraps tonight, and you'll notice those in the second half for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Star Valley Health is offering discounted mammograms all month long, so you can call Star Valley Health, get that scheduled and taken care of discounted wise, and there's also some options available for those without insurance to have that paid and taken care of, courtesy of the Star Valley Breast Care Fund. Visit starvalleyhealth.org for all the details. With the Star Valley Health Halftime Show, the Braves lead 21-0. Now let's check your Crimson Corner postseason cross country held right here in Star Valley earlier today.
That's right, and the Star Valley boys winning that 4A West Regional cross country race earlier today. Hoptamu Wetzel, a sophomore, he won the individual race. The Star Valley girls placing 4th. The Natrona Phillies took the girls' team title. That's the first time that the Star Valley boys have won the 4A West Regionals. They'll head into state next week as one of the teams to be in the mix. Also looking at the Lady Braves volleyball team, they swept both Evanston and Jackson earlier this week. They're 23-9. They have one more regular season match. It'll be next week at Green River against these Wolves before they head to regionals, which take place at Riverton. And then also just wanted to throw this out there. The freshmen won earlier tonight. They didn't forgot to include this. They won earlier tonight 51-6. So that's a look at your Crimson Corner here, brought to you by Dukendow.
It's all part of your Star Valley Health halftime show with the Braves up 21-0. For those watching, that's the pick at the goal line for Green River. One of their big plays there in the first half, and took it back for a pretty good return. We'll continue here with our halftime coverage and take a look at some other games happening with your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
And some scores at halftime right now. Sheridan leading Natrona 21-6. Cheyenne East holding no prisoners against Cheyenne South. That one's 47-0. It's not even halftime. Central beating up on Campbell County 28-7. Thunder Basin is leading Kelly Walsh 21-6. And at halftime, Rock Springs up on Laramie 14-7. In the 3A class, Duke, I guess it's because I grew up here where I did, but the Jackson Broncs continue to surprise me this year. They're leading Powell 17-6 in the third quarter. Powell 5th ranked this week. Of course, you got the Braves here 21-0 at the half. Douglas leading Rollins 21-8. Buffalo beating up on Riverton 33-7. And that tight one, which we thought it would be, Lander and Warland. Right now, the Tigers leading the Warriors 14-7. Had a huge game, of course, in Class 2A, and it was a low-scoring affair. Bighorn with the minor upset, or the big upset, depending on how you want to word it, as they knock off Tongue River 14-0. Number 5, Cokeville blanking Thermopolis 49-0. Mountain View up 27-0 on Pinedale, and Torrington leading Upton Sundance at the half 7-0. That's a look at some of your scores for your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com as part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Before we go to break, how about some trivia tonight? Whoever can answer the trivia question correctly first is going to win a couples combo to Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. Simply text in the answer to our studio text-in line at 307-203-4637.
So our question tonight, we've done a lot of program records, that type of thing this season, and we're going to stay on that. Who has made the most field goals in a season is a Star Valley Brave? Let us know who you think it is. You can even add the year if you'd like to show off. But let us know, 307-203-4637. And maybe you can be the trivia king tonight.
And you're just to clarify, you're talking field goals, not PATs.
Field goals.
Field goals. All right.
They count for 3 points.
307-203-4637. Text it in if you think you know the answer, and you could win a couples combo to Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. Star Valley Health halftime show. Braves lead the Wolves 21-0 on the SBI Sports Network.
Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more digital dilemmas.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit sbfunzone.com for reservations. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center. The right company. HTC Siding and Gutters. No job too small. Outlaw Tees. Custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime coverage continues on SVI Media with Star Valley leading 21-0 here at the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Before the teams come out, Dal, how about the answer to that trivia question for what was the field goal question there?
Yeah, who's made the most field goals for the Star Valley Braves in a season? And the answer is Mr. Lee Schwab. He made 9 of them back in 1976. Duke, I think this is the oldest record that I have that I've been able to determine that I have on the book still. We did have, that long one from Mel Olson from the 60s. I got broke. So now Lee Schwab, 1970. This was challenged. I think the closest challenger, just off the top of my head, Cody Call, had 7 or 8 of them just a handful of years ago. He was right there. But you think about all the good kickers we've had, and you've had a bunch of them texted in.
Yeah, the popular pick tonight, of course, Noah Hutchinson. He's been one of the memorable ones in recent years. Had some real big moments for Noah kicking, but no Lees tonight. So had someone say Jordan Abrams was a guess.
Jordan was a dang good kicker.
Someone texted in Bald Kid. I don't know exactly who they're referring to on that one, but no Lee Schwab. So unless maybe Lee had a shaven head, I don't know.
We're going to need, our judges are going to need a little bit more clarification, I guess.
So no winner tonight on the trivia. We'll try and get you another one next week. Star Valley Health Halftime Show, Green River taking the field. Dal, if you're the Green River Wolves, you're coming into this game knowing how big of an underdog you are. What are you telling your team here heading into the second half?
Honestly, Duke, they've done quite a few nice things. I think they've run the ball effectively. They've had some nice pass receptions. They forced 2 turnovers. I would say you've got to keep forcing the turnovers. You got to keep giving your offense chances. You've got to have start over in better field position, and then honestly, Duke, when you do, you got to capitalize. The Wolves were inside the 20. They come away with no points. Part of that was you're trying to get a touchdown instead of a field goal, which I respect. But they also got the ball back near midfield after that fumble recovery. They end up getting no points out of that. So I just say they've done a lot of good things. I'd say just keep working hard and then maybe try and finish on these drives instead of coming away short. But that's just my opinion.
Star Valley coming out of the locker room right now on their senior night. And they have that lead right now, 21-0.
I don't know if the officials like this flash and light thing.
Well, they put in new lights when they installed the turf, and they do strobe a little bit. Even got the colors
they got
going
different
on.
Colors. They actually held a dance here for homecoming, and they had the lights going like a disco ball kind of thing. But yeah, they actually had to give a warning, a seizure warning before they did this because you never know what's going to happen. But
Senior night for the Braves. They retake the field with a 3-touchdown lead. Halftime coverage wraps up after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Yeah. Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dal got nothing on us!
Yeah!
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs, such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Great showing tonight for Star Valley High School as Coach Young has his Braves up by 3 touchdowns. We mentioned this, Dal, in that first half. We saw Coach Young return to a more traditional style offense that we've seen from him in the last number of years as head coach, and even before that as the offensive coordinator for Star Valley High School. A little more run-heavy, pass-supported offensive attack tonight.
Well, and I'll just use this word again. It was a very efficient running effort in that first half. The Braves with 18 carries, 155 yards. So, you're looking at over 7 yards a carry there using my terrible math skills, so you'll take that.
That will do it for our Star Valley Health halftime show. Again, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Star Valley Health offering discounted mammogram screenings throughout the entire month of October, and also options are available for those without insurance to have those screenings covered in full. So visit starvalleyhealth.org for the details, and you have until the end of October to take advantage of discounted screenings from Star Valley Health. And you can see the Braves players wearing pink tape around their ankles tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also, for those that joined us during the game, new looks for the Braves tonight, breaking out the alternate uniforms with the white helmets.
Yeah, the white caps, and really makes those ankle wraps pop. I'm not much of a fashion person, but I like it. And yeah, white helmets, they look great.
Green River did receive the opening kickoff, so as we wrap up our Star Valley Health halftime show, it is going to be Green River kicking off to Star Valley for the first time in the game. Back to return the second half opening kickoff is going to be Colin Hunsaker and Wyatt Krog. Braves lead 21-0 to open up the second quarter of play. Braves take the defense or the north side of the field to play return. And here's the kickoff, and we are underway in the third quarter. It's a high pooch kick and a fair catch called for by Star Valley on the pooch kick. That was Cameron Kendall, the junior, who smartly called for the fair catch and brought it in. Right at the 39-yard line off the pooch.
Well, and that right there also shows he has an understanding of the rules, and that's pretty. Didn't have to smother yourself on the ground and say, hey, don't hit me. That was a good job.
Spot the ball actually right at the 40-yard line, so good field position to open up this second half drive for the Braves. 1st and 10 from their own 40. McClure in the shotgun with 3 receivers to his right. Spalding in the backfield. He's had a big first half. This time McClure will roll to his right, look for Spalding in the flat, and he will have the ball off his fingertips and incomplete. Wouldn't have been much of a gain anyway. The defense was bearing down on him. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Nice job defensively by Russell Rainey, 6-foot junior. Was able to, that ball was kind of bobbling there in Caleb's breadbasket, and he made sure that it was out of there.
2nd down and 10 to go. Krog flanks out wide left, 2 receivers to the right. Spalding in the backfield again with McClure in the shotgun. Hand off to Caleb this time. Tries to work around the blockers, does go forward for a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
Evan Corbin, it kind of rolled up on the back of Evan Corbin's leg. He was the lead blocker there.
He's going to come up a little limpy, but off the field under his own power. Yeah, that's always the biggest risk as an offensive lineman when you're blocking run side. Watch for Evan to come back in the game. 3rd down and 8 after the carry.
Brave just 1 of 3 on 3rd down tonight. They haven't had a lot of opportunities.
This time Chase Stewart flanked wide left. Here's a handoff to Levitt. Nice hold. Dances his way to the 50 and a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Jesse Levitt comes in on 3rd and 8. Picks up plenty to move the chains.
Gain of 14. And I mentioned Jesse, he's a strong, physical kid. And he's just now getting healthy again after suffering an injury in 0 week.
Green River territory on the 46-yard line.
McClure with an empty backfield. 5 receivers set. 1st and 10 now from the Green River 46-yard line. Krog across the formation in motion to go 4 receivers. Pump fake to him. Works back to the left side. Down the sideline. Caught inside the 20. Dances inside the 10. Still driving and finally whipped around at the 5-yard line. Chase Stewart with the big reception up the far sideline.
40-plus yards on that one. That was a cool little wrinkle. You saw Wyatt Krog go out. I actually thought maybe they might do a double pass there, but instead they use Wyatt as a decoy. He goes deep. And then, as you mentioned, Duke down to the 5. We'll actually call it the 4. So 42-yarder.
First and goal from the 4-yard line.
Timeout on the field taken by Star Valley. 10:43 to go in the third quarter. Braves driving with their first possession of the half back in 30 seconds on SVI.
On behalf of Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Cooper Kabonik for being this week's Man of the Week. Congratulations, Cooper.
Cooper Kabonik, son of Paul and Wendy Kabonik, senior, free safety, Star Valley Ranch, Braves Nation, let's ride.
Blitz off the edge, and great defense as the pass was on target, but the play was broken up.
Cooper Kabonik.
Kabonik hit the receiver right as the ball got there and knocked it loose.
Good defense there from number 9.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Braves offense back in business inside the Riverside Dental red zone. They'll break the huddle with the first and goal from the 4-yard line after the big play up to Chase Stewart on the sideline. Spalding in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Wyatt Krog alone on the left. To throw to Krog, goes to the flag. He's bumped and no flags on the play. The pass is incomplete. The entire offense was thinking it was going to be a pass interference in the end zone, but it's going to be second and goal from the 4. Here's your Fall River Propane replay.
Wyatt pleading his case there, and the officials deciding no way. And that's not Wyatt Krog. That's number 30.
Oh, the 3 looked like an 8 from up here.
Well, I don't have a 30 on my roster.
Throw again, same side, and broken up by the defender this time. Stuck his hand out there to knock it away. That was Axel McKinnon for Green River. And we'll try to track down a number 30. We don't have a 30 on our roster, so we'll see if we can track that down. He's been targeted twice now.
They're telling me it's Brandon Cook.
Third down and goal for the Braves.
That's a different number for Brandon.
Well, usually Brandon's a defensive lineman. Yeah, and he wears number 50.
I formation with Tristan Hilton coming in here at third and goal from the 4. Looks like Cook may be lined up as the tailback here as Coach Young will call the timeout and trying to get some different personnel in on senior night. We'll be back in 60 on SVI.
Therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Being told number 30 is Brandon Cook. He's going to flank out wide left. Third and goal from the 4-yard line.
You also saw Evan Corbin getting some work done on the sideline. Wesley Turner coming in on the line.
Taft McClure in the shotgun. He rolls to his left. Looks for Brandon. He's covered. Now throws back end zone. Caught it in this time. There it is. A touchdown reception for the mysterious number 30, Brandon Cook, with 10:28 to go in the third.
So yeah, Brandon, he normally plays defensive lineman. He changed his jersey. Now he's wearing number 30. And that's his first reception and touchdown.
Great patience for McClure to wait for Crook to finally get open. And in for the PATs, Mikkel Merritt with 10:28 to go in the third quarter. Braves up 27-0 on their senior night. Snap, hold, kick, good. 28-zip, Star Valley over Green River on the SBI Sports Network.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy. I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
This is Corey Fromm with the LCST2 Education Foundation. If you graduated within the past 20 years and received some scholarship money from the Education Foundation and it helped you in your higher education, then we would like to hear your story on how it helped. Please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Ensuing kickoff from Kason Hatterley, bounces inside the 10 and will rumble out of bounds. And so field position here for Green River after Star Valley finds in the end zone Brandon Cook for 6.
And Duke, that touchdown now makes Taft McClure the career passing touchdowns leader at Star Valley. That is his 40th. And if before the season you said when he broke the record it was going to be to Brandon Cook, you just won yourself some money.
Especially during the regular season as well. So
just you never know what's going to happen in a football game. There's Taft. He has reset the bar for the passing game at Star Valley High School.
How many 400-plus yard games this season?
Oh, if he had do the 300-yard games, like he has 4 or 5.
Here's Green River's offense on the other end. Brought down from behind by, hey, look, number 52.
Then he helps him up. He's such a nice young man.
Brandon Beck with the tackle.
Carry from Bracken Miller. He'll pick up, looks like they're giving credit for 2, and they'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Clock continues to tick, 10:07 to go in the third quarter. Star Valley up 28-0 over the visiting Green River Wolves. Ball spotted right at the 37-yard line. Lake under center once again. Turn, misdirection, handoff to Miller. He's hit and dropped.
Wow, that was a big hit. That was Dogarakis. I guess Dimitri's fine. He kind of came off the field gingerly in the end of that second quarter, but man, that was a pretty physical hit.
3rd and 8 to go after the no-gain run. Clock ticks down to 9:30 to go.
On the night, the Wolves are 1 of 4 on 3rd down.
Lake will line up under center with the I formation behind him. Bracken Miller, the tailback, looks to throw. Lake steps up. Nobody open, still in the backfield. He's pushed at the sideline. It will be pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, there it is.
And a flag comes in.
It doesn't look like much, but Lake was using the sideline, and then he danced out, and then he got hit. You really don't have a choice there. If you're the official, you got to pull your flag on that, and he did.
So it looks like Green River was stopped, but a penalty probably going to give them the first down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. A personal foul on the Braves. That's going to make it, instead of 4th down, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Green River.
I guess I would argue this is a pretty crafty play from Lake. Look how long he keeps this play going, and then he dances out right here, and then the late hit. It wasn't much, but it was there.
on the 48-yard line.
Pushes Green River inside Star Valley territory at the 48-yard line. Here's a pitch outside to Jackson. He can't get the edge, being chased by Beck and brought down for a big loss on the play by Brandon Beck.
You think about how much more difficult it is now for a linebacker to run someone down, dude, because you can't just reach out and horse collar them like back in the old days. You got to get a little closer. You got to be a little cleaner on your technique. Look at Brandon Beck shed that block and then bring him down for a loss. Holy cow. Brandon Beck is having just a whale of a season.
6-yard loss on the play. Pushes Green River all the way back to their own 46-yard line. 2nd and 16 to go. Here's a play action and a sack in the backfield.
Guess who? Brandon Beck again.
Here's a look at the Fall River Propane replay. You can just see Brandon living in the backfield, coming off the edge. This time from the right side.
Well, and that time no one even picked him up, so Caleb Lake tries to do what he can to juke him out, but loses his balance and goes down. He couldn't really do much there.
3rd and 22 here after the back-to-back tackles for loss by Brandon Beck. 7:50 to play in the third quarter. Lake this time will be in the shotgun. He'll throw. Screen play and dropped.
Oh, wow. Beck just absolutely levels Skylar Lee. The pass was already the ball was still kind of bouncing around, so it was kind of right at the end of that. But that whole sequence was the Brandon Beck highlight show.
Great look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. And 4th and 22 now for Green River. They'll be forced to punt again with 7:43 to go here in the third quarter. Back to kick this way is Skylar Lee. Braves come after it again, just missed the block. Lee gets away another good kick, and it will be picked up by Hunsaker and brought down immediately. And inside the 20-yard line, finally brought down at about the 18-yard line as Hunsaker.
Well, Axel McKinnon kind of spun, and then I think he was expecting them to be called down, which maybe he was, but he kind of had a confused body posture. It's like, I thought I tackled him already, but he was the first one down there, and the Braves will set up shop here inside their own 20.
A couple of times, Skylar Lee has gotten away a punt under pressure.
Yeah, that was that one right there. Especially, you looked at all the guys coming in from the side, and Braves very close to maybe getting a hand or a finger on that one. But instead, Skylar Lee's able to flip the field.
1st and 10 for Taft McClure from his own 18-yard line. 7:34 to go in the third quarter. Braves up 28-0. McClure steps up in the pocket, throws downfield, and overshot his intended target. Tried to find Colin Hunsaker on the sideline, incomplete.
So I would just say this, Duke. Taft McClure, he jumped when he threw that one. I actually saw that last night in that ugly Thursday night football game, and Justin Fields for the Bears, he took several big shots by leaving his feet when he's trying to throw it. You're just setting yourself up for bad things when you leave your feet and throw it. That's just my 2 cents.
McClure in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10 inside his own 20. He'll throw again. Looks for Spalding in the flat. He's covered. Finds his next target down the field. Caught by Hodges for a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton. First down across the 30-yard line.
Man, was that a bullet? That one across his body, showing off the arm a little bit from the 18 up to the 35. Gain of 17 there for Jacob Hodges.
Spalding remains in the backfield in a shotgun set for Taft McClure. A new set of downs, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Braves have 2 receivers to the right, 1 left with a tight end. McClure looks to throw again. All kinds of time in the pocket. Now he steps up, and now he's going to be sacked and brought down. Coverage sack for the Green River defense. Nobody open downfield, and eventually the pocket collapses on McClure.
Well, and Taft is able to do so many things as you keep a play open, but at some point, you either got to tuck it and run or you got to throw it away. This time he does neither, and the quarterback, as you called it, a coverage sack, and that's going to cost the Braves about 7 yards.
Sets up 2nd and long for Star Valley, about 17 yards to go. McClure again in the shotgun, hands off to Spalding, dancing in the backfield, breaks through Spalding on the run and across the 30 to the 35. Gets the sack yards back plus a few, and will make it 3rd down at about 8 to go for the Braves.
Going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Braves.
And I'll tell you something else, Duke. Leading the way here, look to see who's leading the way here as a pulling guard. Number 61, Evan Corbin. You saw Evan go down earlier, getting rolled up on from behind, so that's a great sign for the Braves.
3rd down and 8 to go. McClure again in the shotgun. He'll throw. Sets the screen. Caught by Spalding. Room to run. 40, 45. Spins to the 50. And a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down on about a 15-yard gain off the screen.
You know what I liked about this one, Duke? Watch Caleb where he's looking here. He's looking to the sticks first to make sure he gets the first down, and then when he knows he has it, then he turns it up and gets a few more yards. That is a smart play for Caleb Spalding.
Ball right at midfield. Star Valley trying to put together another drive with a 28-0 lead. 5:44 to play in the 3rd quarter on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. McClure in the pistol set. Play action pass. Down the field, wide open and caught on the run is Lane Wildehouse, and he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Weeblehouse with the reception and down the field with the yards after catch.
Good for him. We've seen Lane make several nice plays tonight, special teams and defense. This time he gets a reception.
Spot the ball at the 23-yard line. And it's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down for Star Valley. 5:16 to go in the 3rd quarter.
We're going to call that 27 yards for Weeblehouse.
McClure again in the shotgun. Spalding remains on his right side hip. 3 receivers to the right. Krog alone on the left. McClure looks to the right. Flushed out of the pocket. Running right. Has to get rid of it. Does. Throws it down. Hunsaker dives for it on the sideline, but can't haul it in. Stops the clock at 4:54 to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
It's interesting to me, Duke, the things that stick in your head as a longtime game announcer like I am and you are. I remember the Braves could not beat Marsh Valley, and then when they finally did, it was a Weeblehouse who caught a long touchdown to win that game 21-14. That one stuck in my head. I think it was 2009, and that's what that reminded me of.
4:54 to play in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley up 28-0, and some miscommunication on the offensive side. We'll look to Coach Young and get a new play call. Man in motion. Handoff to Spalding. Has room on the left side. First down and more inside the 10-5. And tackled at the goal line. Is he in? He is. Touchdown. Caleb Spalding, a big run. 20-plus yards and another 6. He's having a night and a half today.
Yeah, I think that one from 25 yards out. Now look who's blocking down here. Number 50. Brandon Cook was wearing number 30 on the last touchdown drive, and he caught the touchdown. Right there, he goes and changes jerseys back to 50, and he leads the way, he and Evan Corbin, for that Caleb Spalding touchdown.
Here's the ensuing PAT for McKell Merritt. Braves lead now 34-0. Snap, hold, kick, good. 35-zip, Star Valley. SBI Sports.
On behalf of Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Cooper Kabonik for being this week's Man of the Week. Congratulations, Cooper.
Cooper Kabonik, son of Paul and Wendy Kabonik, senior, free safety, Star Valley Ranch, Braves Nation, let's ride.
Blitz off the edge, and great defense as the pass was on target, but the play was broken up.
Cooper Kabonik.
Kabonik hit the receiver right as the ball got there and knocked it loose.
Good defense there from number 9.
Corey and the staff at Miles CPA would like to say thank you to the community of Star Valley for the wonderful support provided over the last 16 years.
Go Braves! It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley football.
Ensuing kickoff put in the air from Hatterley. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Mishandled on the kick and return, and a diving tackle, but broken by Gomez. He's fighting hard for the extra yards, but it is going to be a short return on the kick.
If you notice who was in there first to trip him up at that initial, Bryson Neild, 89 again, the sophomore. Bryson has already forced a special teams fumble today. And watch 89 come streaking in here. Just about, he basically set off that whole chain reaction of stepping in post holes there for number 10.
4 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the third quarter of play, with Star Valley now leading Green River by a score of 35-0. It is Wolf basketball, 1st and 10 inside their own 20. And misdirection to the backfield, read by the Braves, and a loss on the play again of 2 yards on the carry.
There in the tackle, number 56, Wesley Turner was right there with the bear hug, wasn't going to let go.
Tackle for loss on that brings us
2-yard loss, ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Clock continues to roll down to 4:17 to go in the third quarter.
Turner.
Green River will huddle up.
Little flex out there.
Caleb Lake will be in the shotgun with 2 in the backfield with him. 1 on either side. Lake will throw. Steps up, rifles down the seam, and a little off target and incomplete. Trying to thread the needle to Skylar Lee. Couldn't quite connect.
And Lake's got a pretty good arm. We've already seen how athletic he is with his feet, and he has completed some nice passes tonight. That one, some zip on it, just kind of a tight window.
Sets up 3rd down and 12 as you take a quick look here at your Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home stats nearing the end of the third quarter.
Down and 12.
Pretty balanced run there by the Braves. 180 through the air, 196 on the ground tonight.
3rd and 12 for Green River. Lake to throw, sets up the screen, caught on the run, breaking a tackle is Miller, pushes the pile up near the 1st down, and he might have enough.
I think he does.
They will move the chains on the screenplay. They'll convert a 3rd and 12 up across the 25-yard line for the Wolves.
Bracken Miller with the screen.
We'll call it a 13-yard gain for Bracken Miller.
Green River 1st down.
Lake now with 71 yards through the air. You can see that's a tough run there from Miller. He steps out of that tackle and is able to get the 1st down with his second effort.
Skylar Lee flanked out wide left for the Wolves. Here's a handoff to the tailback, this time bottled up after a 2 or 3 yard gain is all, maybe even not even that much. Yeah, about a yard is all on the 1st down carry.
Brandon Cook and Tom Cunningham right there, 50 and 75. Wesley Turner, he made the last play. Those guys have put on a pretty good effort tonight at D-line.
Clock rolls down to 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Braves up 35-0. Green River looking at a 2nd and 9 from their own 28-yard line. Lake again in the shotgun. Wants to throw. Rolls out. Flushed out of the pocket. Retreats back to his right and throws it away. To the sideline and incomplete.
That's a good play by Lake. You don't give up the sack. You don't have grounding. And you come back and you have a chance to convert.
3rd down and 9 now for Green River.
Down and 9.
Ball spotted at their own 28-yard line for the Wolves.
And if I'm the Wolves, I'm looking where number 50 is. Brandon Cook, he's had a terrific game. And I'm also looking where 52 is if he happens to be in the game, which I don't see him at the moment.
Lake in the shotgun. High snap, brings it down. Steps up, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. And fires one down the field, intercepted by Merritt. Merritt returns it back to the 30 and brought down to the 25-yard line. Mikkel Merritt with the INT. 1st and 10 for the Braves with great field position.
Pressure there from the Star Valley defensive line. Lake's running away from it. And then down the field, Mikkel Merritt, number 7, steps in front of the intended receiver, Skylar Lee, and brings it back to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 from there for the Braves. Spalding again in the backfield with Taft McClure in the pistol set. Bunch set formation with the receiver in motion. That's Krog. Play action pass. McClure throws. End zone wide open. Falling back into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Colin Hunsaker.
Wow. Great hands from Colin. Good body control. Wow, Colin Hunsaker. And hats off to McClure. He just puts it right between the numbers. Here's you take a look at your Fall River Propane replay. Taft sets his feet, got all the time in the world, zips it right in there, and into the end zone for 6.
Set up off the INT for Mikkel Merritt, returned it all the way back to the 26-yard line. One play later, a 26-yard touchdown pass, and Merritt in for the ensuing PAT. Snap, hold, kick, you betcha. 42-0. Braves all over the Wolves. 2:28 to go in the third on SVI.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
The interception from Merritt sets up the passing touchdown from Taft McClure to Colin Hunsaker, and out onto the field for the ensuing PAT is Kason Hatterley. He'll step up, boot this one away. Nice kick for Hatterley, going to bounce inside the 10 and into the end zone for his second touchback of the game. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Green River Wolves.
Cason's done a nice job tonight kicking that down the field. If it hasn't, even the ones that haven't gone in the end zone, they've been deep inside the 10. And that's forced Green River to have to do something with some pressure on them. That last sequence, Duke, man, you give a lot of credit to the defense. Mikkel Merritt, about a 30-yard interception return, and then Colin Hunsaker, the recipient of a 25-yard strike from Taft McClure. Taft now with 3 touchdown passes. Ho-hum. Only 3, Taft?
Kind of an off night for Taft, isn't it? Here's Lake throwing out to the outside, overthrew his intended target, Jackson Gomez. And incomplete over the top.
Goes incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
2:27 to go in the third quarter. Braves up big right now, 42-0 over the visiting Green River Wolves. Star Valley will wrap up the regular season next week against the Jackson Bronx in Jackson in a brand new stadium there for the Bronx this year.
Looking forward to it. And I actually do have a final here from there, Duke. Jackson completing the upset. They knocked off Powell 17-14 in Powell.
Wow.
That's a nice win for the Bronx.
It is, absolutely. Here's a screenplay, not quite ready for it was Miller.
But Lake took a shot. This is going to be roughing the passer.
Miller will drop the screen, and there is going to be a flag, as you said. That's a personal foul on the defense.
Roughing the passer against the defense.
Stops the clock at 2:22 to go in the third quarter, and we'll give a first down to the Wolves.
Take a look at it again here. Lake gets it out early, gets it out pretty quick. They're gonna say maybe just a little too aggressive, maybe up high. The flag was thrown, and there it is. So 15 yards, that'll move the sticks, and hopefully Lake is good to go.
Spot the ball at the Green River 35-yard line.
Just the third penalty on the Braves, totaling 40 yards. In fact, the Wolves have 3 penalties. They haven't committed one in a long time.
Here's Lake in the shotgun once again, and a false start on the Braves offense. Defense, on Star Valley's defense.
I thought I jinxed the Wolves right there, and I was going to get some hate mail, I promise.
No, defensive offsides, I misspoke. Grant Thompson jumped a little too quick on the edge. They'll get 5 freebies and set up 1st and 5 from the 40. Lake will hand off right side to Miller, tries the edge, can't get it. No gain on the play, maybe even lost a yard. Bracken Miller on the carry.
Jaden Crook in there, number 14. Also Tom Cunningham, 75.
We'll say a 1-yard loss on the carry. Push the football back to the 39-yard line, setting up 3rd down and 6 to go for Green River with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Man, you go back to the first quarter, the Wolves they had a few rushing yards, Duke. They've had basically 0 since then. Now 23 carries, 52 yards.
Lake in the shotgun, facing a 2nd and 6. He'll throw this time. Fading, sets up the screen, caught and tackled immediately. The screen was read perfectly, and a loss on the play.
Brandon Cook.
Laying down.
He is throwing his hat in the ring for that player of the game thing, I think.
Boy, I tell you what, though, this front 3, front 4, 5 of Star Valley's defense has had a night. Then you flip it over to the offensive side of the football. Those O-line up front, man, they've just been owning the line of scrimmage, especially in the second half.
Well, and it's tough, Green River spot. They're just pinning their ears back, coming after you now.
Lake flushed out, being chased by McKell, throws downfield out in front of Finley and incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 for the Wolves on their own 36-yard line. And it looks like Coach Cuff is going to punt this football away again tonight with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Braves lead it big here, 42-0 on Star Valley Senior Night.
And back to return will be Colin Hunsaker and Wyatt Krog. We've seen that duo quite a bit. Looks like they're going to sit about the 35-yard line. Duke, chance for some good field position. And, of course, in this situation, let's be honest, if you're the Wolves, you wouldn't be that surprised if they did something here.
Well, Star Valley's been coming after them. They will again. And it is a fake, but Star Valley reads it and will be a tackle for loss. It was a direct snap, and the Braves read it perfectly. They tried to catch Star Valley off guard, putting on that pressure, but instead Star Valley will have it with great field position again.
Should have a good angle here. Yeah, there's a direct snap. Also in there there's Prescott Beagle, number 83. And I've done quite a few sophomore JV games on the PA this year, dude. Prescott Beagle, he's going to be a problem.
1st and 10 now for Star Valley with great field position once again after Green River cannot convert on the fake punt.
Well, and Brandon Beck is back here in the backfield along with Taft McClure.
We'll see Lane Weebelhouse come in here and play tight end left side. Man in motion, handoff to Brandon, looks for the outside, big collision, and Brandon picks up a few yards. Time as the ball carrier, he made a hit.
Linebacker versus linebacker there as Beck runs into Jackson Mitchell. Those are fun. That's about as fun of a 3-yard gain as you're going to get.
Here's a good look at it on the Fall River Propane replay as our clock ticks down to 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. And this time, Beck will move up into the offensive line slot. And we'll see Jesse Levitt come in and play tailback on this play. 2nd down and 7 to go. McClure in the shotgun, hands off to Jesse. Levitt finds a hole and works his way up across the 30 down to about the 25-yard line to bring up 3rd and short, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Your Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter next with Braves up 42-0. SVI Sports.
Our small part of making this world a better place is to try and make certain that food is abundant. Because when you don't have to worry about your next meal, you're free to pursue your dreams. And when people are free to pursue their dreams, that's exactly what they do. And all of our lives are made better for it. We're Simplot, and we want to help create better, healthier, easier to grow foods through the magic and the power of modern agriculture. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Before we start the fourth quarter, a long time Star Valley coach Ballard Johnson being recognized here at Star Valley High School. He's recently inducted into the Wyoming Coaches Hall of Fame. And one of the greatest of the greats, Coach Johnson, getting some recognition on the final regular season home game of the year for the Braves.
One of the best compliments you can get is from your opponents, and I have not heard anything but just praise from Ballard's people he's coached against over the years.
Back on the field, Star Valley looking at a 3rd and 3. Levitt with the carry. Oh, he looked like he was going to have a hole,
nice
but it's
tackle.
Eaten up at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. That was a big tackle.
Kyler Bartlett, a 6'4", 280-pound senior, says you can stuff that 3rd down attempt.
I thought Levitt was going to have the first down easy, and then Bartlett came over and had some dinner. 4th and 2 on the right side hash mark. Ball on the 25-yard line. Braves are going to keep the offense out there and go for it on 4th and 2. They'll send in Tristan Hilton and the short yard package. Both Levitt and Spalding in the backfield on this play.
Good luck trying to decide who's going to be back. Okay,
Spalding will play fullback, Levitt the tailback. Hilton under center. Turn, pitch to Levitt. He'll have the first down this time and more. Pounding his way inside the 20 for a 10-yard gain on 4th and 2 and inside the Riverside Dental red zone.
Nice gain there, and the Braves now 4 for 4 on 4th down tonight.
We got a timeout for an injured player on the field.
Do have a Green River player injured and down, still on the field. Getting some attention. Clock is stopped here at 11 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Braves up 42-0. We'll take this injury timeout and return after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Today, we're going to play a little mini game called Whose is Whose. One of these individuals spent 13 years building equity in their home. The other spent a few weeks selling the home. So, whose stack is whose? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to us either. You worked hard to maintain and increase your home's value. Shouldn't you see that value when you sell it?
Assist to sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Changing your oil with Napa Know-How. First drain it, then filter it, and fill it up with fresh Napa Synthetic. Boom, done. Now do your wife a solid and take the mother-in-law out for a Sunday drive. Mission accomplished.
Never riding with you again.
Conquer the job like you conquer life with Napa Know-How.
It's time for some Napa Know-How. Fourth quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
Still an injury timeout here with 11:07 to go in the fourth quarter of play. And both teams on a knee, and a good sign.
Oh, good.
As we see Bartlett, the injured Green River Wolf, he's able to get up and hop off the field one-legged, but under his own power.
He looks like he's... I hope that's not serious, but yeah, Kyler, he just made that great tackle on the previous play. He stuffed the Braves run. This time he is injured, but man, he's got good balance.
He does.
They're telling me his dad used to play for the Chargers up here. That's awesome. Hope it's
okay,
serious.
And we'll resume play here with 11:07 to go in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Star Valley picks up a first down on 4th and 2. And they're looking at 1st and 10 inside the Riverside Dental red zone from the Green River 26-yard line. McClure back of the shotgun with Spalding to his left side, trips to the left side as well for Taft. Quick wide receiver screen, caught out in the flat by Linford, running down the field inside the 5, breaks a tackle, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Luke Linford, turning in the wide receiver screen. dancing into the end zone with the dive to exclamation point at all. 48-0 Braves.
17-yard touchdown reception. And
Luke Linford with the
you look how far Luke has come. Missed all last year with that knee tear. Rehabbed hard, came back, helped the Braves win in 0 week by playing quarterback. And then look at him pulling people on that rehabbed leg down the field and diving into the end zone. That is quite a play.
Wiley Wilkes out there blocking for him downfield as well. And Star Valley with 10:41 to go in the game on their senior night. Another touchdown.
That was a launch.
Then they're going to make him hold the ball.
That was like 30 yards.
Here is the ensuing PAT. Linford, who just had the touchdown, holds. Merritt kicks, and Merritt's good again. 49-0 Braves, SBI.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes we just fall. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, arthritis, or musculoskeletal trauma, the team of orthopedic surgeons at Mountain West Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are here to help you. We offer a full range of orthopedic and pain management care to keep you active and loving life. A service of Star Valley Health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org.
It's time for some Napa know-how. Fourth quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
Luke Linford gets his first touchdown of the night. Once again, the ensuing kickoff from Kason Hatterley. It's going to be fielded at the 8-yard line. Returnable here for Green River. Stumble at the 20, and then another big tackle by Bryson Nield. He is loving the kick coverage team tonight. Bryson Nield making a name for himself out there.
And not only that, Duke, I mentioned this earlier, on offense with the sophomore, and he's a sophomore. In the sophomore games I've called, he's borderline dominant on offense, so you're going to see more and more of him, obviously, on varsity as he gets a chance, and boy, making his name known tonight. I think that's his third special teams tackle, and he had a forced fumble doing that as well.
1st and 10 for Green River, just trying to get something going here in this second half. They have not had much at all against the Braves defense. 9:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Throw to the outside, through the hands and incomplete. Diving for the interception, but they'll say incomplete. But a valiant effort by Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden Crook just about scooped it up.
It's going to be second down and 10 to go.
Caleb Blake now 7 of 18, 69 yards.
We are in the running clock situation here at the end of the game, so even after the incompletion, we're rolling at 9:23 and counting.
See, that one starts at 45 points. It doesn't matter if it goes back under 45. The clock will only stop on quarters, injuries, and timeouts.
2nd and 10 now. Lake hands off up the middle. Nothing. Yard, maybe. Not much there on 2nd down.
Bracken Miller, been tough sledding for him tonight. I've got him 15 carries, 33 yards.
Clay Merritt on the tackle.
Clay Merritt on the tackle for a short gain. 2 yards, 3rd and 8 to go. Ball on their own 21-yard line for Green River. Clock rolling at 8:45 to go in the game. Braves up 49-zip.
I've got the Wolves 2 for 7 tonight on 3rd down.
Lake will throw. Fires out to the left. Contested but caught.
Nice catch.
Very nice catch for Hunter Finley. And it is a first down into double coverage, and Finley just goes up and out muscles and comes down with it.
First down.
9 or 10 yards there. We've seen him do that a couple of times tonight.
Tough hands to hold on to it. Just enough for the first down. They'll put it up to the 30-yard line. And something there for Green River with 8:07 to play in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. This time Caleb Blake will set up under center in the I formation. Rolls out, sets up the screen backside, caught by Miller, makes a man miss, and he's cut up and head over heels for a gain of about 7 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Second down coming up for Green River. The ball moved up to their own 37-yard line. Clock rolls down to 7:35 to go in the second. Or 7:35 to go in the fourth.
Wolves do have something going, though, here on this drive.
Wide right is Nate Mitchell. Handoff. Dancing across the first down marker to move the chains and then pick up a few more. Bracken Miller again on the carry.
Bracken Miller carries it for the Wolves.
Pushing the pile up for a first down across the 35 to the 37, across the 40 rather, to the 43.
About 6 yards.
Their own territory.
First and 10 now for Green River from their own 43-yard line.
Let's see, I see Garrett Carlson, the sophomore in there, number 74 on the line. So some guys getting some minutes here, underclassmen.
Lake will throw, pump fakes, flush, steps up, rolls right, left. He's going to run across the 50, first down and more to the 40, and ducks out of bounds. A nice run for Caleb Lake late in the game to move the chains and push the football inside Star Valley territory.
Showing off some nice speed there. Looks like they're going to spot that about the 42.
Fresh set of downs for the Wolves.
Gain of 17 there for Lake.
Clock continues to work its way down to 6:22 to go.
On the 42-yard line.
Lake with 3 carries, 27 yards tonight.
First and 10 from the Star Valley 42-yard line. Braves up 49-0, and a running clock situation here on senior night. Misdirection in the backfield, handoff to Gomez. He'll get through a little hole and push the football up to about the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the carry to make it second down and 3 to go. Under 6 left in the game.
Second and short. I always like to see if the defense will give up something over the top on second and short. We'll see if the Wolves decide to go that route or if they decide to carry it again and move those chains.
Lake is going to be in the shotgun. In the backfield with him is Gomez. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gomez rolls right. Nobody open downfield. He's going to have to tuck it, try and run, but he can't. That will be a sack. Gomez can't get away. And a loss on the play of about 2 yards.
Pretty sure it's Gavin Bassett right there, number 19. He's a senior. I think he just got that sack.
Look at it on the Fall River Propane replay.
Yeah, Gavin Bassett with the stop and the sack. Happy senior night to you.
Clock continues to tick down to 5 minutes to go, and Green River backs up to a 3rd and 5 from their own 37-yard line.
They converted on the last attempt. Wolves now 3 of 8 tonight on 3rd down.
Lake under center. I formation behind him. Gomez to dot the I. Play action. Lake rolls left. Steps up. Fires downfield. Has a man. Turn. Caught inside the 5.
Wow.
Coming back to it. It was Hunter Finley to catch the ball in the 5. He's tackled immediately. But Green River looking at a 1st and goal from the 3.
I'll be honest. It's far enough away from me. I guess I thought that ball fell out of his hands, but it did not. Gain of 39 yards to Hunter Finley.
Clock ticks down to 4:10 to go. Here's another look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. See, definite clean catch with Lake under center here on 1st and goal. Hand off to Jackson. Tries to bounce outside. Cannot. Flags come in, though, as the tackle was made at the line of scrimmage.
I wonder if this is a face mask.
2 flags come in right at the point of tackle. And the clock continues to tick at 3:46. It is going to be a face mask on the defense.
Face mask against the Braves.
They'll be half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
It's 18 inches. That's an 18-inch penalty.
Moves the ball up to just inside the 2. 1st and goal for Green River. Lake turns, dives for the end zone, and he's down short of the goal line. Couldn't get in.
Left corner, can't get in.
2nd and goal from inches out now for Green River. Inside the 1. Those are the football right there on the goal line.
Lake will get the call.
Second down and goal.
Certainly got the downs and distance in your favor here if you're the Wolves.
Second and goal, inches away. Gomez, the tailback. Fullback dive, and touchdown, Green River.
Touchdown, Green River.
Straight up the middle from the fullback, Jackson Mitchell.
Jackson Mitchell
takes the goose egg off the board for Green River with 2:36 to go in the game. It makes it 49-6 late in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter.
Green River is basically saying we're going to have our big, strong guy, and he can hopefully get a yard, and he does. And touchdown there for Jackson Mitchell to get the goose egg off the board.
Ensuing PAT is good, and it makes it 49-7. Star Valley still with a big lead. Back in 60 on the SBI Sports Network.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Green River gets into the end zone late in the game to make it 49-7 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 2:36 to go in the game. And the ensuing kickoff. Star Valley playing the onside kick return right now, expecting this to be that. And it is a deep squib kick instead, pushing Hunsaker back to the 21 to field it. He'll come up to the 30, breaking tackles to the 40. Hunsaker gets pounded at the 45-yard line, but a nice return for Colin Hunsaker.
That was a good return, but somebody with a nice form tackle. I think it was Uriah Polson.
What was the Rock's catchphrase?
There's a look at it on the Fall River Propane replay.
Trivia tonight.
And a nice return for Colin until he gets leveled right there. 2:09 to go and counting in the game. Braves are going to advance to 3-1 inside the 3A West, and we'll wrap up the conference season in Jackson next week. Stay with us for the Silver Star Communications postgame show, complete stats, player of the game, and a conversation on the sideline with Coach Young and a couple players of his choice. As Star Valley looks at a 1st and 10, second team unit in the game, and a handoff up the middle. I believe that was Wesley Turner.
Yes,
Wesley correct Turner. On the handoff on the carry.
Wesley, a lineman, getting a carry here. Man, he looked pretty good right there.
Number 88 coming in to maybe get a carry as well. Now Marcus Yurok checking into the game. And he is going to line up as the tailback, Spalding the fullback. Hilton under center. Yurok does get the carry, and he'll push it ahead for a couple of yards, does the senior Marcus. Now Madsen Levitt will come into the game. It's a tradition for Coach Young to try and get all the seniors that would like to a chance to carry the football on senior night. In the backfield right now is number 79, Madison Levitt. Turn, Madison gets the carry, tripped up and falls down at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't quite convert on a 3rd and 2. No gain on the play. Clock down to 40 seconds left to go in the game. Star Valley looking at a 4th and 2, but really only has to run one play, and time will run out. Going to keep Levitt in the game on this.
One more trivia question real quick.
And maybe see if Levitt can convert here on 4th and 2. Spalding playing fullback. Madsen Levitt, the tailback. Long snap count and an offsides on the defense. And that will end the game in a running clock situation. No, they do keep the clock running. So it will be a first down and won't have to run a new play. Star Valley will win it. 49-7 is your final. Braves over the Green River Wolves on senior night. Star Valley advances to 6-2 overall, 3-1 inside the 3A West, while Green River will drop down to 1-3. Silver Star Communication post-game show coming your way next, live on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
Postgame coverage is provided by Silver Star Communications. Leave slow internet in the dirt. Learn more at silverstar.com.
Live from Braves Field, and your final score, Star Valley 49, Green River 7. Braves get a big senior night win over the Green River Wolves, and a little Sweet Caroline to celebrate with them as well. And a sweet moment for the seniors here on this field tonight.
Well, and it's just, I don't know if it's me, but they just seem to thoroughly enjoy everything that was going on tonight. And oh yeah, by the way, they played a pretty good football game as well, but they enjoyed this like they may not be back. The numbers say they have a good shot to be back here in the quarterfinal round, but you never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, you got to do what you can do, soak it up, and I think they did that tonight.
Let's take a look at this final by the numbers deep in your post-game stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring. Carpet 1.
First for the Wolves, Caleb Lake. I had him finishing 10 of 21, 124 yards through the air. And running on the ground, the Wolves had 30 carries, 83 yards, and that late touchdown to Jackson Mitchell. Leading the way yardage-wise was Hunter Finley. I had him with 4 receptions, 68 yards, 207 total yards for the Wolves. The Braves about as balanced as we've seen them do, 222 yards through the air, 224 yards on the ground. Tapp McClure, 15 of 24, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. The receiving high went to Chase Stewart, 3 for 51. Wyatt Krog had 3 for 30. Running the ball, though, Caleb Spalding, 13 carries, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also tacked on 2 receptions for 26 yards. He finished with 150 overall. So the Braves with 446 yards, and they went 4 for 4 on 4th down tonight. Got to be pretty happy with that. Those are your Battleson Brothers Carpet 1 floor and home battle stats.
Here, and the Silver Star Communications post-game show against Star Valley. Your winners tonight, 49-7. Dowdy, have maybe some other scores for us this evening on what's going on around the state of Wyoming?
We talked about Jackson finishing off the upset in Powell to knock off number 5, the number 5 Panthers, 17-14. In other 3A scores tonight, Douglas all over Rollins, 50-16. Similar score, Buffalo beating up on Riverton, 53-14. Lander leading Warland, 24-13 in the 4th. And at halftime, Cody all over Evanston, 42-0. In the 4A class, Sheridan leading Natrona 28-19 in that game we were talking about. It was a big matchup. And then earlier tonight, the other big matchup was in 2A. Number 4 Bighorn blanking number 2 Tongue River, 14-0.
That's a look at some of your post-game scores. And again, Star Valley wins this one 49-7. It's the Big rivalry game next week. Star Valley and Jackson is going to be in Jackson next week for Star Valley to wrap up the regular season. Brand new stadium for the Jackson Broncs. And yeah, Dal, that win tonight over Powell. That's a big win for Jackson. They're trying to get into the postseason. They're certainly better than maybe people expected them to be this year after all the graduation from last year.
I think with that win they did, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not very good at looking that up beforehand, but a terrific win. We know, Duke, we talked about it when we were up there. That is not an easy place to win in Powell. So you pick up a win up there, it's legit.
Still to come in our Silver Star Communications post-game coverage. We'll have Gabe Daniel on the side with Coach Young and a couple players of his choice. In the meantime, how about your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game?
Well, and this could have gone to a lot of different people. Let's talk about Brandon Cook, but honestly, let's look at Caleb Spaulding. What a game he had. His best game of his career to this point in varsity. 150 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and he really paced the ground game tonight. He actually had 124 of the 224 on the ground, so he is our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations to Caleb Spaulding. Again, you can find Star Valley Skidoo located in Thane. It's all part of your Silver Star Communications post-game show. Find them online at silverstar.com, leaving slow internet in the dust. That is silverstar.com. You can also visit sbinews.com to read up on another grant that Silver Star received to continue to expand their fiber access around communities throughout Star Valley. Just search for that at silverstar.com. Still looking for Gabe Daniel and Coach Young. They just finished up their post-game comments at midfield. We'll get Gabe with Coach Young and a player or two. Possibly Caleb Spaulding would be my guess. So we'll see. Throw it down there as soon as we're able.
Well, also throw this out there, Duke. The Braves 1-0 in the white helmets.
Hey, there you go. That's right.
First time we've seen those and look pretty good in them. Maybe that'll be a senior night kind of thing moving forward. We'll have to wait and see how that if that tradition takes hold.
Yeah, first night that Star Valley's worn the white lids. Worked out pretty well, at least as far as this evening. Miles CPA sideline report coming up here in just a few moments. So you definitely have Star Valley sitting at that number 2 seed as of right now, with postseason looming 1 week away from that. Cody, another win tonight, of course, for the Broncs. So they've locked in that number 1 seed.
Well, as I recall, Jackson came back and beat Evanston in double overtime, correct? For 34-33?
Correct, yep.
So I think that is the game that is the real tilt here. Evanston's going to be out. I think Green River's going to be out. And so now it's about, in fact, Jackson may have just locked up the 3rd seed in the West.
We'll see how it all plays out. East, still some to be determined, but it looking like Douglas is going to be the 1 seed in the East. And so if you're a broadcaster like us and you can look further into the future than the coaches would like to, then you could see a potential matchup against Douglas again in the playoffs, right?
Of course, it works for us because we have a winter home.
That's right.
SVI in Douglas, so.
We are almost ready to send it down to Gabe Daniel.
I can see Jesse Gibson, Tom Cunningham, Caden Spaulding, Evan Corbin, and it looks like Brandon Beck and Brandon Cook. So offensive line and Caleb Spaulding down there, I think.
Okay, looks like we have the Miles CPA sideline report just about ready to go. Coach Young's making sure all that group is lined up appropriately. All right, let's send it down. Gabe Daniel with the Miles CPA sideline report. Gabe.
Thanks, Duke. I'm down here with quite the crew tonight, the whole O-line, and Caleb Spaulding. Got to be honest, guys, the cold air's kind of made me forget, so I might just ask you all the same question. How does it feel to score here tonight on senior night?
Well, I mean, it felt pretty good. Our hard work finally paid off.
Do you want me to just go down the line, ask you all individually?
Ask Brandon Cook. He scored.
All right.
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, we put me in as a... I think it worked out pretty well.
Only took 3 times.
Yeah, it took 3 times. Well, it was fun to watch, guys. I'll come over here and slide over to Caleb again. It's been more of a pass-focused attack this year, but you finally have a breakout game tonight. How does it feel to do that here in front of a here on senior night in front of a big crowd?
It feels good, actually. It feels good to finally show that we can pass and run, but I'm not going to take any credit. It's all these guys right here blocking for me.
For sure. move on to Coach Young. Coach, just one game left in the season, but we'll keep the theme focused tonight on these guys and the seniors. What can you tell me about these seniors and what do they mean to the program?
Incredible senior class, and we love every senior class, right? And these guys are no exception. Fun. You can see they talked me into letting them dress a little differently. I told them we ought to hold off on the white helmets till we can do a full white out against Jackson, but they showed me pictures of the Arizona Cardinals and said it can look good and it'll look better with their, breast cancer awareness pink spats. Shout out to Cooper Kabonic. I know he's at the hospital with a broken arm, which stinks on senior night. So our hearts with him. But yeah, I mean, tonight's all about these guys, and I'm glad that they could come and play well and do it in front of the home crowd. So.
Well, these are your stars of the game tonight, guys, and we're super proud of you. Usually the O-line gets overlooked, but you guys were fantastic tonight, and you have been all season. So congratulations, and good luck next week against Jackson. Thanks, Gabe. Back to you, Duke. Good job, guys.
Well, I just want to throw this out there, too, Duke. Evan Corbin of that group, he got rolled up on, and we didn't even know if he's going to be back. And then he comes back in, and you can see out of all those pink feet, he's got one that's not in pink because he gutted that out, and he's got an ice bag on it, and that is just that's a terrific effort.
Yeah, and as Coach Young said, we weren't aware of Cooper.
No, we weren't.
So absolutely we'll follow up on him and hope he's doing all right. But Braves will win it tonight on their senior night. Your final score, Star Valley 49, Green River 7. The rivalry to wrap up the regular season next week. We'll be there. Join us either in Jackson or on the broadcast. It's Braves of the Bronx in Jackson next week as Star Valley gets the senior night win. Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, our producer David Kazare, and the entire SVI Sports crew. Have a great weekend.